Rend, slaughter, devour your enemies. There is no other way to survive. You cannot escape your hunger. Warriors of Purgatory.
Try to fight this love. How dangerous can it be? No, the odds are so unfavorable, and honesty's forsakable. So many run for safety.
But I'm not running. Okay, we're back. And we will get started in approximately 3 minutes with Danger of Falling in Love Like This. Cold Sweat Craving the Dark. I looked up the lyrics. I don't know them all, but I do know those. Ooh, while I'm waiting, let me get my notes up so that I am prepared for the future. There we go. Oh. I'm like, wait, why does this look different? It's because I'm on the spreadsheet I have set up for Digital Devil Saga 2. Yeah, that's not really going to help me right now. Hey, Conker, it's going good. How's it going for you there? We are just about to get started. About a minute and a half. And we'll continue along here with the Maribel base. Probably close to a boss fight, I would imagine, since the leader of the Maribels is right through the gate that we're directly in front of. So, excuse me. Doing alright at home, playing some games. Nice, Conker. Sounds good. Sounds like a nice, relaxing afternoon. Enjoy it, my friend. So we don't always get those nice, relaxing afternoons, you know. So, enjoy it while you got it. I feel like I need a like a 5.5 volume on my TV, because like 5, which is what it's on now, feels too soft, but if I go up to 6, it feels like it's too loud. You know, like, not blow anybody's eardrums out or anything, but like, it'll echo on the microphone more than usual, which I don't like. I don't know, maybe I'll just try it on 6. At the very least, I'll definitely be able to hear the music that way, and the voice acting and everything else. Okay, let me take a drink and then we'll get started. End up being close to 4 minutes, but that's okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, I have finished up all of my notes that I have for this game, and the notes that I have is a big old spreadsheet telling me which mantras to learn over the course of the game. So my notes are all fully complete for this game, and trust me when I tell you, we got a long way to go before we can start building our characters exactly the way that we want them to be, but we can get started today by building an alliance with another tribe, hopefully. If I didn't, slaughter the whole entirety of them on my way through this entire place, because good lord, we went through a whole lot of stuff last time to get here. But today I think we're almost done, and we will see when we go through the gate directly next to me. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Digital Devil Saga, the Stream Edition. Last time, we decided we would take our first offer for an alliance to Manipura with the Maribels. And today I'm not running through Gate 4, I think was the one that we need to go through to finish up with this. Why am I not running through there? Well, I actually want to go back to the vendor and see if I can sell off all of my goodies that we got over the course of the past little while. And buy some stuff so that I have some extra stuff, because you never know. What if I need rations during a boss fight? What if I need more than 2 brave rations? And I get the feeling again that we're pretty close to a boss fight, so I don't want to be without. We might not get to sell our cells at the moment, but we'll be able to do that later if we don't do it now, because it's at minimum noise, and now it's at 1 of 8, so most likely we won't be able to do it unless I sit here and run in circles, and I've already wasted enough time doing that from the last time. So instead of that, I don't even need to go over here. Why did I go over here? I just need to go to the vendor. There we go. Now maybe buy a few rations and go from there. That's what I'm thinking anyway. This revert fire shot thing is working out pretty nicely. I mean, it uses a decent chunk of MP, sure, but that's not a big deal. I mean, I could have people trying to devour those enemies there, those Empusas, but they're kind of at the point where they're weak enough to where I don't really even care, honestly. I could probably get my stuff a little bit faster if I did that, but, And I know I'm waiting to sell my stuff until it's maximum possibility. Max solar noise before I sell off these cells. And it's okay, but you're sitting on tens of thousands of maca right here. Why not sell those? Because I might need those somewhere down the line. I won't need this odd morsel or this rancid gravy, though, so I'm getting rid of that stuff right now. Get out of my inventory and don't come back. It's not true. They're going to come back later, I'm sure. I don't think we're going to need too many of these, but I'll buy up to 15 because it's not really going to eat into my wallet too badly. Let's see. Don't need to get any of those yet. Definitely don't need any of those. I could buy a few dismutes, I guess, while we're here. And disstuns were good. Discurses, I might as well get a few. Won't buy too many. Like I said before, we'll try to buy maybe 3 at a time and go from there. Maybe I should buy a few. Well, there's not a whole lot of... I mean, I definitely need Thunder Rods. I don't really need the other ones at the moment because we have access to all the other stuff, except for I didn't set Xan on Arjula's moveset, so I guess I'll buy 5 of these is probably fine. Okay. I probably should set Xan on Arjula's moveset now that I think about it. Probably be worthwhile. I should also probably put her in the front of the party because I've said, well, you know what? We've had Heat in the front of the party last time, and we had Surf in the front of the party in the first episode. Do I really have anywhere to put this, though, at the moment? Not really. So I said, okay, well, let's switch the party up. We'll put Arjula in front, and we'll just do it this way. There we go. We'll see how that works out for us. Okay, I've bought all the things that I wanted to buy. I think they're auto-sorted in my inventory, so I went the wrong way. Alright, let's go back to Gate 4 and kill a bot, and then we will see what they've got for me back at, what's it called? See what they have back for me at that other gate. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh good, he's already frozen. Load the gun, Heat. I'm saying load the gun, but it's not loading the gun because it's not, Me doing hundreds of damage where I normally do double digits. Not health thrusting anybody just yet, you know? Alright, did we catch that little... Yeah, we caught that little edge that was over here that was annoying me. Alright, let's save again. And then we will go see what they've got going on here, see if we pass the test. Do I want to go to save file number 3? There's a whole bunch of them. I think there's like 10 or something. Yeah, there's 10 separate save files you can go to. This one's already on YouTube, so I don't think I need to worry about it. I'll just overwrite this one and we'll go from there. Okay, and that's that. Off we go. See what they got in here. I'm going to employ a trick that I like to use in a lot of these older RPGs in order to make things a little simpler. And I will explain what that trick is when we get a little further here. So, but apparently somebody's in here, so... Let's see if it's another fake out. Or if they're actually going to fight me for real this time. Ah, okay, they are here. Very good, very good.
Janana, we didn't come here to fight against you.
Or at the very least, we didn't come here to fight you until, you know, Slash and... What are the other people from KISS? What are their names? I forget. But they aren't here.
My name is Bat. Remember it. It will be carved into your corpse.
Sure it will.
I've been dying for a snack. Come here.
Heat's just basically a Krogan. Like, before Krogan existed, Heat was just a Krogan. I swear to God. Oh, so he actually turns into a bat as well. Well, that's just fantastic. And we have to fight him, so we're fighting against Bat as a bat. How appropriate. I really wish Analyze worked in boss fights in this game, because I would be using that, like, night and day, but it doesn't work. Like, you can't actually use it at all. Is it worth putting up Void Force? It might be. Okay, so yeah, so the trick that I was talking about. The trick that I like to use in a lot of these old school RPGs that sometimes pride themselves on their difficulty is a method that I have conveniently coined the failure to understand method. So what does that mean? Well, I literally will throw myself at the boss, and just with whatever I have equipped, that did nothing. And, you know, if I can beat them with whatever I have equipped, that's fine. You know, no big deal. It'll just, you know, it'll work out that way. But if I can't beat them, and let's say I get a game over or something here, then we will go back and we'll see what we learned about the boss after fighting them. And I'll re-equip new stuff when I load my save file to make the fight easier. So, yeah, that's my normal method. That's my failure to understand method. It allows me to kind of look at his mechanics and adjust accordingly. So that's my plan anyway. He wouldn't be weak to Terra, would he? I didn't think so. He's kind of flying, so you do more damage, so there you go. It would kind of suck if he was weak to Zeo, though, because I don't currently have anything for that, although I did just buy a couple Thunder Rods, so... Okay, he's not weak to that either. Boo-foo. I mean, if he's just weak to physicals, then I'll just load the gun, but... I should probably heal soon. Now? Angelic Grace? That's probably not a bad idea. Give me Rakukaja. Probably didn't need it that, but yeah, we could have waited like another couple of turns, but whatever. Not a big deal. Okay, so since he's not weak to anything in particular that I know about, and he isn't really using any force moves, at least from what I saw, let's just, I unset health thrust, well that sucks. I guess I'll just hit him as hard as I can then. He's not using any of that stuff either. Just load the gun. There we go. We'll use our people that have high strength to deal damage to him. How about that? So apparently he has Beast Eye, which in this game is labeled as Rage instead of Beast Eye. Beast Eye gives you 2 press turns, basically, or gives you 2 half press turns. So, Guard. Okay. Does he repel physical now? No, but he shields against it. Maybe he's weaker to magic now that he's in guard phase. No, he's even less. He takes even less from that. Okay. I mean, I'm trying. It's not really working. Okay, he has Miragi. That's interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. Because I might need a Void Fire Shield in that case. I could just heal Surf for now, I think. Because, I mean, he's got... Him and Heat have decent HP, but that's why he's, like, you know, got that. So let's do this. And see if we can work it. Risking a little bit here with Heat's HP, but I think we'll be okay. And then we'll top Argila off next turn. He didn't use... See, you know what's going to happen here, right? Is he's going to use Miragi on the turns when... when I don't use the shield. Or Mabufu or something else. I don't know. I wonder if that's Wind Elemental. Spiral Edge. I don't know. So this is the turn where he normally uses a spell. So maybe let's put up Void Fire again and see if he'll lose a turn when he does that. And that'll get rid of his shield and we'll be able to go from there. Do I want to heal with Heat? I mean, I'm not doing anything else. There we go. Watch him get around it by using Mabufu or something now. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Thanks for dodging that, Surf. That makes my job a lot easier. Okay, so... he's getting weak, though. So... Yeah, absolutely. Yep, It's either the fire the turn I didn't use Void Fire, or it's going to be what just happened there, where he used Mabufu. Yeah, you're going to have to do a little better than that. Sorry, man, that's not really where... He's on the ground now. Does he still shield against Earth? I mean, he's still flying. He's just weak. Okay, well, whatever. I beat him. It doesn't fucking matter. We didn't eat him, though, because we're not gaining any Atma points, but I guess he gave us, you know, 1,000 Karma, so that's not too bad. And 5,000 Maka with a medical kit as well. Nice. So I don't know what you're supposed to do there, but I definitely didn't do it. Okay, Argila got a level, Surf got a level. This is his last level that he needs to do anything with agility for the remainder of the game. So after this, it's just going to be the strength, vitality, and magic train for the entire game. So, oh, and we got more vitality. Perfect. The more I get, the better off we'll be, so. I mean, I would think that part is obvious, but... So what was that about carving something into my corpse, you little jackass? Oh, okay.
We must devour those weaker than us.
Heat.
I love how he's gotten so close to just munching this man's head like a fucking apple.
The new commandment. Your ally is correct.
Why? I don't want to. I don't like needless killing.
What is like?
Your name. Tell me.
Argila.
Argila. I accept your tribe's proposal.
I mean, to be fair, we said we weren't going to betray them, so if we eat Bat now, it probably wouldn't work. Okay. Probably wouldn't work out too well for us. Oh, okay.
Trust them. If I had more power.
I am the one in charge here. Go tend to your wounds.
We
Well
thank
then.
Janana.
Thank you. Such beautiful words.
How would you know?
Follow me.
You don't appear to awaken to your emotions yet. So long, sucker! See, they never do that in, like, anime and stuff like that if he isn't going to be a problem later. So he's going to be a problem later, isn't he? They never have him sit there and, like, I'm going to get my revenge, shaking his fist in rage. Unless he becomes a problem later, so I'm gonna have to keep my eye on him. Anahata? Where the hell is this?
Solid citadel.
Oh, okay. I guess they took us directly there.
That is why
Cool.
even the brutes cannot overtake them.
It's also kind of funny that he'd also reacted with a closer head to who talked to him. Yeah.
Attacking your tower.
Apparently, he's just splits the focus there depending on who's where. So just like every other dungeon I've been in.
Is very careful.
Can't be
Never
that
sent a
careful.
phone.
He's up on the roof, isn't he? Oh no, that's one of his guards. Never mind.
Good. What do we do?
The Maribel will create a diversion
Ooh.
while we distract the solids, sneak in, and kill Mick.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. See, now, you mentioned that he talked to... Can I leave? Can I go back and sell my stuff? Or are they going to lock me in here? I can just leave. Okay. I didn't know if that was going to be an option here, but apparently we could just go. Okay, that's cool. I'm going back here for a second. I want to go sell off my cells since I'm not sure if I'll make it to the vendor by the time I get to Mac. No, I definitely won't. Okay, so we'll have to kind of manipulate it around. Maybe I'll get lucky. No, there's no way. There's too much room between me and the vendor. So we'll have to run around in circles for a second. Do you guys have anything new to say? It might have something to do with her actually taking her emotions in stride, so... no, don't think we do. I mean, she's allied with us, so that kind of helps us. Yeah, there goes the solar noise. I mean, you get there at 7 out of 8, but I won't get the most money out of it, you know what I mean? Maybe we should just run around in circles for a minute. Or maybe I could just wait until I found a vendor back in Anahata, huh? That would probably be a smart idea. We didn't get anything on Adamant, though, while we were there, right? Yeah, we just have what we had before. Okay. Alright, well, this was a pointless venture. I'm gonna go back to Anahata, then. And we'll just wait until their vendor is close by and we're at near max noise, and then I'll just sell all my stuff. It seems like we're getting kind of enough money to, like, make do, basically, with buying mantras, for now anyway, in the dungeons, to where I don't have to worry about selling the cells before I get too far here. Sure, that'll change when I have to start buying stuff like Fallen Hero, which is 10,000 Maka, but, you know. Okay, Janana, I took a bathroom break. Let's go assault the solids base now. Oh, good. We lost a little HP from our hunger. I wonder how much it takes away from us exactly. 107 of 118, so that took 11. It probably takes about 10% rounding down if that's the case, because you lost 13, and you lost 13. Okay, so yeah, it's like 10% rounded down, because otherwise, if it was like 10% but rounding up, Argela would have 106 right now, because she would have lost 11.8, I think. I can't go that way. This is the exit. Just gonna take a minute to kind of run around the area, see if I can find anything, you know? Yeah, it sounds like she's in charge. I mean, she's creating the distraction, so... And we're the smaller of the numbers, but, you know. I don't think about these things before we do them. I just do them. I'm not required to think. Okay, well, that will be helpful then, because that means we can kind of sneak around. I don't see anything else here. I don't think there's any secret treasures, so... Would assume you'll also be getting more mock-up battles as you go along, so getting 10k wouldn't be as bad then as now. Yeah, that's true. It's also very true. If we, you know, start earning a bunch of Monet, it'll help quite a bit. Okay, they've got cannons. That's... I mean, that one's not manned, so I guess we don't have to worry about it too much. But... wow, she brought quite a bunch of people. I'm surprised. We cut our way through hundreds of them back at the pace. Or maybe they learned too much because, you know, that will leave the way wide open for us. There you go. The Citadel. Fancy place they got here. Well fortified, well protected. Let's see what we can do about it, huh? If I can find anything down here that's worth my while before we go running off into God knows where. Ooh, a barrack. The room is empty. All the soldiers have left. Okay, well, more for me then. Ooh, they got items up here. Yeah, guns. Yep. Okay, well, that's fine. They can take them. It's not like I need them. We brought enough guns for ourselves, and that's about all we need, so. Dark Veil. And more Hindu/Buddhist imagery, I'm sure. Okay, that's the same thing as the other side. All right. Let's keep having a look. Actually, I'm going to look at what those Dark Veils do before we go too far here. Death. All. Okay. Good to know, then. All right. It's just death. What do they do? Death. Should I sell them? Death. No money, no description, just death. And there's a blast. Okay. Apparently we're working with the one-word descriptions today. Okay, shock bombs, that's fine. Are those better than the ones that... Because I have thunder rods were the other ones, right? Blast. Moderate force damage to all. Shock bomb, moderate electric damage to all. Those should come in handy. Yeah, should I... Death. All you get is death. But what if I... Death. Oh, boy. Looks like that's it. And here we go. We're on the 3rd floor. Does that mean we're going to be going down from here? I mean, we climbed up, so I would assume that would mean we'll eventually be going down towards the basement or to the 1st floor. Maybe we'll have to climb down and then back up. I don't know. The lingering remains of someone's presence can be felt. I don't know if that means they ate someone. Beds are still warm. They must have just gotten up and gone to see if they could fight the Maribels. We're at max solar noise. Boy, do I wish I found a vendor right about now, but oh well. We're going to find it in the next room, knowing my luck. Wind wall. We got a bolt wall, right? After that, I think. Hey, Adam, how you doing? Welcome back. The return of mono-death syndrome. I thought that was going to happen in the boss fight that we did just a few minutes ago, but we didn't die. The boss just got viciously murdered by me spamming physical attacks on him, which was, I mean, not ideal. I'd like to fight the boss the way that they intend me to, but didn't work this time. Oh, moldy rolls. But yeah. How you doing, Adam? Welcome back. We are in the Citadel now. Significantly less welcoming than I remember it being, but then again, it's probably because I remember it from Mass Effect, so. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what's in these other rooms. Might as well raid their barracks while they're busy doing other things. Come back and be like, what happened to my treasure? I'll tell you what happened to your treasure. Death. Okay, so gonna have to wait around on the solar cycles again before I can sell my things that are worth money. Unless, of course, if you're thinking about the endgame Citadel from... That's true, the endgame Citadel from Mass Effect 1 was significantly less welcoming. And the endgame Citadel from Mass Effect 3, frankly, but, you know. We haven't played that for the stream, so that's not really something I can adequately discuss at the moment. Okay, save point. Small karma terminal, so no large one yet. Got it. Probably the large one's on the 1st floor, right? Like, they're gonna... I don't know, we're gonna get, like, lambasted by the rest of their forces, and we're gonna end up back on the 1st floor. We're gonna end up in jail, and we have to break out, or something like that. I don't freaking know. I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing. lock them in a cell, you know. All right, feeling rather subdued and lazy at the moment. That's okay, Adam. It's just that kind of day then. It's all right to feel subdued and lazy for a little while. As long as you don't have, you know, prior pressing responsibilities, I guess. Someone's on the other side of the door, or is it Mick the Slug? It'd be kind of quick if it was. No, it is not. Hi there. That's what you think. Alright, what do we got? Archangels. Okay. Okay. I have a dumb question. Okay, well, it missed, but that doesn't prove anything. I'm still gonna keep using it. Okay, never mind. It must have Mudo must have really low accuracy in this one, so I'm doing pretty good myself, Adam. Doing pretty good myself, playing through a game that I've enjoyed so far. So, see how it all goes. Okay, that's like physical resistance. So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention Hama and Mudo. So Mudo works the same way as it normally does in this game, but Hama works differently. What Hama does now is it actually it cuts your HP in half instead of actually, you know, being annoying and instantly killing you, like in Nocturne, which is what they would have done at this point. They would have thrown something at me that could 110% just instant death me, but you know. Ha! Gotcha. You're flying, so Terra's probably going to do nothing, right? Well, I mean, it did a little bit. I'm just looking for a weakness at this point. Apparently that's a little better. Let's see. I guess I could use one of my blasts, but kind of inclined to not, you know. I'll use a Molotov. Worked okay when Surf did it, so. Oh, mute blow on heat. That's no good. Does this cure mute? No, it doesn't. Okay, well, whatever. It's not like I'm doing anything with heat at the moment anyway. I think Bufu did not so good damage last time, so. Are you resistant to Devour in addition to the other one? No, you are not. Okay, that's good to know. Maybe I'll use a Dismute, just... Well, no, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Again, Heat's not using his, excuse me, he's not using any skills that Mute actually makes me care about. I could use Dia on him, but... It'll probably be fine. This is working. Let's pass and see if Arjula can do it, and if not, Surf will do it. Okay. Mine, then. Not mine, then. Ow. Perhaps now. Yep. Cool. And no stomach aches. Perfect. And that gets them just that much closer to actually getting adamant, so that's good. I should probably go heal a little bit, huh? Shouldn't I? Let's see. Dismute is what we need. There we not you. There we go. Almost pressed the button on Arjula instead of on, you know, somebody that actually could use it. Doing alright. Playing the game at the moment. Caught the other playthroughs. It's a cool game. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Monster Hunter Rise. Just playing a bit before doing... Oh, okay. Nice, Conquer. Nice. Go for that, then. I haven't played Rise yet. Cole hasn't gotten it yet himself either. He's waiting. I think I mentioned it before. I said he was waiting for a PC release, so he'll get to it eventually. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game so far, Adam. I've enjoyed what I've done with it so far. It's not quite as difficult as Nocturne is, so it seems more like what I think they were going for with it, which was more of like an entry-level sort of game that isn't like too difficult for people to get into the series with, but you know, it's still there. Let's see. Terra did like next to nothing last time I used it, so Thunder Rod? Well, he's not weak to that, but that did decent damage at least, so. Oh, okay. So they don't have that much HP. They have some, but not a whole huge chunk. We got a holy arrow out of them. Alright. Keep that in mind. That reminds you that you need to buy it. All your friends have it. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, I mean, it always helps when you can, you know, play a game like that with your friends and everything, so. What do we got in here? Another cell? Error cell. Okay. Are they going to tell me that every time I find a cell in this game? That's the substance the temple's looking for. Yes, I know. We're in the last dungeon. I'm aware of what the temple wants. Okay, Bicorn, what are you weak to this time? That did good damage. Whatever you're weak to, that did pretty good for me. And you're definitely not weak to that. I mean, that should be obvious. Bicorn wasn't weak to that in Nocturne either. I think he was resistant to fire, actually. Because he used fire, so... Probably weak to either ice or wind, then. Speaking of which... Sept, Argilla, Zan. Where do I want Zan? Actually, I think I want it... Oh, that's why that did so much damage, because she has Earth Boost. Okay. Got it. Maybe I'll set it here for now and just kind of rearrange things. I like her having Dia, but she doesn't particularly need it that badly for the moment, so... Picked up the Switch version since you'd gotten a gift card for a retailer that had it in stock. Oh, nice. In the end, the game cost you around $10 US. That's pretty good, then. You can't beat that kind of a deal. Yeah, that'll work. How far in the game are you? That's a good question. Oh, we've been ambushed. Okay, that's fine. We've been ambushed, and he, what's it called? And he, raving slashed me. So these guys, last time we did this, we learned that they were weak to force. So let me use a Sonic Stone real quick, get a turn. Oh, he's frightened. Nice. Pow. And then let's pass our turn. We'll give Argel a chance to transform on a press turn. I usually like to do that on a press turn rather than at any other time because it's, you know, it's usually better that way. And Heat, why don't you transform as well? Like, that way I'm not wasting a whole turn transforming, you know? So, you're weak to Zan, so let's do that. And Surf, I mean, you're kind of transforming at the end of the fight, but that's okay. And then Heat, can you devour him now? Is he weak enough? Sure is. No stomach ache either. Perfect. We gotta feed Heat a little bit because he he didn't get to eat Bat in the last dungeon, so he's probably a little hungry. Okay, so that was just that. Actually, I didn't check what was up on those stairs. I just kind of figured, you know, it was another door or something, but... Well, whatever it is, it's that same window that's been... well, window. It's not really a window. It's more of a mural. It's been in a bunch of other places before this, though. Pretty far now since schoolwork has been real easy to do. Same day it was assigned easy. Oh, nice. That always helps. Nope, not weak to that, so maybe you're weak to this. No, you're not weak to that either. Okay, well then let's just do this, because that worked so well last time. Nice. Reinforcements, Babkatha. I don't know if I said that correctly. I also forget what he's weak to in that form. Can I devour Bicorn yet? Sure can. And no stomach ache there. Good. Well, we'll just try stuff out and see what works, you know. He's probably weak to Zeo. Oh, good, more reinforcements. Well, this battle will be worth a decent chunk for us if we ever get through it. Thunder Rod? Let's just check. He's not weak to that either. Alright. He's weak to fire. Okay, that helps. And then if we do this, and then have Surf devour, everybody will get some. Nice. That battle worked out very nicely. Got a bit of experience. We'll get some Atma for our mantras. Surf is almost at another level. Heat leveled up. That's nice. He's almost a full level behind at this point, but that's okay. And he's completely healed. Perfect. That, and now you're on spring break, so you've got more time. That's true. That always helps, yeah. Yeah, stars are aligning, yeah, absolutely. All that's left is confirmation on your graduation application. Yeah, I hope that goes through for you. Because that would be a rather nice capstone to all of the good that's going around at the moment for you. So, down there, or over here. I see a treasure over there. Let's go get it. And does that go anywhere? That goes somewhere. I'm gonna go see where that somewhere goes in just a moment. A revival gem. Okay, that was definitely well worth coming over here. There's a... Is that a blue wall? I can't tell, because they say it's a blue wall sometimes in this game, but it also looks like a green wall, which may also be a thing. This is a yellow wall. We can't do anything about this for now, but I'll put it on my map so I remember it for later. Maybe. Okay, so we didn't establish what you guys are weak to, did we? I didn't try a Thunder Rod yet, so I guess I will. No, definitely not weak to that. Okay. Alright. See, it would have been nice if you would have actually used that, like, before I used one of my Thunder Rods on you, but whatever. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be using that on you. Because you're not weak to it. Stun Needle. Ow. That hurt a little. And this might KO. Oh, never mind. Let's see. Starting to get a feel for how much HP they have, though. Like, after you play through the dungeons for a little while, you start to get a feel for how much HP all of the enemies have, which helps out with devouring them, so. Okay, and Surf got another level, so I don't want to do this. I know what I eventually want his stats to look like. I want him to have close to even strength and vitality, just about even, not quite even, but pretty close. And then I want his magic to be the highest stat that he has, basically. I want it to be like in this... I want these to be in like the high 40s, low 50s, and then I want this to be like in the 60s or even close to 70 if I can. I plan to build out to level 55, so that's as far as I really went with it, and I don't know if we'll ever get higher than that, but... So we'll do like 3 magic, and then we'll do some other stuff on the next one. Maybe we'll do 2 strength to get strength and vitality even, and then another magic. And we'll go from there. Nice! Complete heal. That will work in my favor. Yes, it's good to hear that you're getting some stuff done there, Conquer. Good to hear. And again, hopefully it all works out well for you. Alright. These guys are weak to wind, so we'll do the best we can against that. I don't have wind on anybody but Argela at the moment, but we'll figure some stuff out. That's not a physical resistance, so how about we get to your turn and do this? Okay, that took care of you. And then... see if this does it. Not quite. Okay. Excuse me. He's probably in Devour range now, though. Actually, if anybody needs it, Surf needs it because he's the furthest behind, so... Okay. There we go. Yeah, see, Surf could use the help there a little bit. Oh! That's 3 bicorn, oh boy. Hi, Cole. You've been up since 7 a.m. How you doing?
I'm still awake, miraculously. I haven't napped since I got off with SP, and I am suffering currently.
Why is that?
So you tell me how bad my luck is. On the day that I wake up at 7 in the morning, both of the people that want me back at work call me.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Carlos called me and says he wants me back.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad luck.
I want to shoot myself.
We don't have... Oh yeah, you don't have access to Medea because you're, you don't have Dia equipped. Okay, well then I guess Heat and I'll do it. There we go. And just get some prior damage off.
I require additional adult insight on what I can do, and I don't have that right now.
I thought you said you had a plan with how you were going to handle it.
It all kind of falls apart when logic starts getting into it. Hey Murray, how you doing?
Hey, Marie's here. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, encounter rates indeed. I mean, that's okay. I'm not really all that concerned about it. This stun I should probably use for Heat there. Or do I just end the... I think I'll just end the battle. There we go. to make it a little easier. I forget if stun goes away after battle, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? And Heat has mastered Adamant. Perfect. So that gains him Dream Haze, Foul Breath, Void Charm, and Void Panic, and it also lets him access the next level of skills in that tree. So we'll work on that in a little while. That tree in particular, I'm going to want everybody to learn stuff from it because it will come in handy for everybody, because those voids will eventually be very useful to us. And it looks like stun does not go away after battle, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Let's see here. So do I want to set Dia back on you? Not particularly. What we've got going is working pretty good for us. Although I could set Matera, since it looks like not too many things in here are particularly resistant to Terra. I'll hold off on that for now. We'll figure that out later. Okay. Is this a blue wall or a green wall? That's a blue wall. Cool. Then let's get rid of it! Okay, what's in here? What do you got? Oh my god. I don't know where you find all these memes, Call.
I steal them from people, my dude.
Okay. I mean, fair enough, I guess.
I see you're in the wonderful, wacky world of dungeons.
Citadel.
Floor traps!
Oh, are there? I haven't gotten any yet.
Spoilers. Spoilers follow.
Fun. Okay, we'll just do this one at a time, just like usual. I probably should be setting... Well, actually, you know, I could do this. 'Cause that works pretty okay. And we'll just let everybody kind of devour. Nobody's particularly weak to shock in this party, so I'm not really all that worried about it. I don't even want to talk about where that goes. Okay, so probably they're in a range where heat can devour them at the moment, but I'm not really sure. So it's pretty good that we aren't getting hit while we're shocked there, because getting shocked actually, like I said before, it allows them to always critical you, which is not so good for us. Let's see, we wanted to stun. Yeah. Oh, it auto-targets the person that has the status problem. Well, that's kind of nice. Let's see. So the one in the middle, Heat can probably just eat. This one I want to soften up a little bit, so that way Surf can do that next turn. Yeah. Just glad he didn't get a stomachache after all that, too. After all the effort I went through.
I mean, Heat's a big boy. I assume that his eyes are not bigger than his stomach.
Yeah, but you never know. I've gotten a stomachache on only eating one thing in this game, so... Okay, Argilla mastered Adamant as well. Foul Breath is on there in case I want it, so... Yeah, floor traps encounter close, but not quite. Alright, Adam, we'll see you in a minute then. We'll see if you can find some food. Just top ourselves off real quick.
I am in pain.
You want to talk about it?
Well, let's see. I have the logical choice, which is go back to work at the Cave of the Winds.
Oh, okay.
Which will inevitably stress me out to no end and possibly cause another one of my backbones to get herniated.
I told you about what to do about this, right?
Or alternatively, I go to work at a place I've never worked before that I might be terrible at, get fired from, and then I have no income.
Okay, but...
I have crippling anxiety.
Okay, but why would you immediately assume... Why would you immediately assume that you would be bad at something that you've never done? And if you are bad at something you've never done and they fire you for it, then they're not very good employers, are they? Because you've never done it, so of course you would be bad at it.
Bro, the last time I worked a cash register, the fucking person next to me stole $60 out of the register, blamed it on me, and got me fired.
Oh my god.
Because I was bad at register.
What the hell is that thing? This is Apis. I don't know if I said that right. Sacrificial Ox? Okay. Earth Drain. So he's probably weak to earth and he repels wind.
That should tell you exactly what he's weak to.
So I'm going to avoid force in case he decides to smash me with Xandine all of a sudden.
Thanks, Murray. I appreciate that. I'd appreciate it more if I wasn't functioning on 5.5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that
My
never
brain
helps.
can only process mechanics.
Mine's Scream.
Also, I did it again, Jimmy.
What?
I was watching them fight Diamond, and I was fucking 40 chessing mechanics.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I'm starting to think I'm too good at the video game.
I mean, you've played Savage content, and evidently they reuse some of the stuff that they've used in the past, so...
It's not exactly that. It's not quite that.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna
The
use this
biggest
real
brain moment that I had to explain was like, well, how did you figure out that the tethers, you have to go to the other side? Like, so he summons like 5 hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 or 4 hands on each side
ancient
when
guy.
they have light parties on each side. And they kind of sit there. And when you're tethered to them, the tether's dark purple. Or like
Okay.
a reddish purple.
Okay.
If you go to the other side, the tether's a lighter purple, but there's also 2 knockbacks, you know, those circular starfalls.
Mm-hmm.
The blue ones.
Okay.
So you go up to them, you get knocked back, and since it's on a thinner platform, you get right up to the edge, you get knocked back to the one side of the platform, the fists go off, and they don't kill you.
Hmm.
So it's proximity that causes the tethers to kill you. So you
Okay.
need to be on the other side, but you also need to not die from knockback.
Hmm. Fallen Hero is 10k. We need... Battle Demon is 4,000, and then Demon Beast is also 4,000. So one of these Heat needs to get, not Roxas. We don't care about Roxas.
To be fair, though, I did take a nap. I'm gonna go take another one.
Are you sure you took a nap? Because you don't sound like you took a nap.
Do I sound different than usual?
No, you just sound like you're sleep deprived. more so than usual.
Who is it?
I could start Heat working on Demon Beast, I think. I mean, Feed Frenzy is an AoE Devour skill, so that might be
Ask
helpful
your
for us.
professional opinion once you finish up with this. Until then, I'm going to go upstairs and try and get some rest until 7 o'clock when I have to, most likely, back-to-back do the new Nier raid and then go into E10, E9 with my group.
Oh, that's fun.
I swear to God, I'm going to bed at fucking 11 o'clock tonight.
Bye, Cole.
I wanted to get that on record because there is no situation in which I would ever say that ever. Hey.
Bye, Cole. Let's see. What else does Argela want now? She's got Adamant, Fallen Hero, or Demon Beast. Well, I don't have enough money for Fallen Hero, so I guess you're also working on Demon Beast. Why does she have 3 there? That's from, oh, okay, yeah, that's from that. Okay. So, yeah, we'll work on Demon Beast for you as well. There we go. And Surf is still working on Adamant, so I guess we'll let him continue to work on Adamant for a little while. Let me save real quick, and then we'll... I kind of want to go see if I can go through that door on the left that was in the other room before we move on, because this looks like the path forward. They usually don't give you a save point unless it's like a path forward, since the save point isn't in a room by itself. You know, like in Nocturne, the save point was in a room by itself, but here, not so much. That door will not open. It's locked from the other side. Okay. Excuse me. Very interessante. I guess we won't go that way for now, then. An Archangel and 2 Bicorns. So... how about we do this? Now, that won't do much to the Archangel, but it seems to be doing decent damage to the Bicorns, so... I don't think Earth Boost works when you're, and that stun needle's not too bad, is it? Yeah, I don't think Earth Boost works when you use a combo attack like that, because it did less... I mean, it's possible that it just did less damage because... I don't know. It's possible it just plain old did less damage because they were spreading out the damage, but... I don't know, it doesn't seem like it does as much damage as... It's not. I'm not sure if Earth Boost, which Argela has equipped, actually works when you are. What am I trying to say? When you're using a combo attack, that is. So. Ow. Okay. We looked to see if you were weak to Zan, right? And you're not, but I mean it did decent damage, so. Okay, that'll work. We're taking some good hits here, but we're, you know, making it all work a little bit. Alright, let's let's see. So we need another disc stun. Hope I don't run out of this stuff. That would kind of suck, wouldn't it? I got 3 moldy rolls, but whatever. No big deal. I mean, they gave me all those disc poisons. I would think that that would be what I'd be using at the moment, mainly, but whatever. No big deal. And maybe I'll top myself off with rations. There we go. So that way we're using them, you know, they're not just sitting in my inventory forever. We do still have those full heals in the form of the noises that we have, though, so if I need them, I've got them. I'll save real quick right here again. I know we just saved, but that's okay.
Yeah, they said it still works. It's just not quite in.
Okay.
They don't even know if we'll need it.
And off we go in here, then, since we can't really go in. Okay, hello. The gaze of a giant red-eyed statue is fixed in this direction.
No. And if I get another kudos.
That... Okay, so there's another statue right there, but it's turned in a different direction. Oh. Can I... Okay. No, I can't sneak by.
Yeah, what I'm hearing from people that are in the tribe, I heard from somebody something about
Wonder who that guy is.
Iowa, and they said the one that
Well, we ended up on the first floor one way or the other. Like I said, this doesn't look like a cell, but, you know.
for the Moderna South Lab area, they want to do
Is it a little foggy down here, or is it just me? Oh, toxic gas. Great. Sure, Heat. Whatever you say. It's like, sometimes you just think that he's, you know, gonna say, you know, just normal Heat stuff, and then all of a sudden he says something that sounds like he's really thought about it, you know? You guys were... I know what the guy in the middle is weak to, but the Nekamatas were weak to electric and Nocturne, right? Yes, they were. Okay, well then let's use our opportunity to transform, since we had to press turn there. And, I mean, I could use Fire Shot, but I don't think it would be all that effective, so I'm going to use the press turn to transform with Argila. And then, I mean, we're okay with everybody so far, so I guess I'll just fire damage up. I want to get Heat transformed as well, but we'll do that in a minute. Oh, good, he's charmed. Fantastic. Oh, good, we're both charmed. More fantastic. Let's see. So I guess, I mean, I can cure it, so it's not really that big of a deal, but... I would prefer to not use my turns doing that. I'd prefer to use my turns actually attacking. Panacea cures that, right? Yeah. And then, since we're here, why don't we just get you to transform now, Heat? We'll endure another round of attacks, and then we'll go from there. Oh, good, Marin Karen. And apparently it works halfway okay in this game. Because, I mean, I've gotten charmed 3 out of 4 situations where I could have gotten charmed, so that's fun. Oh, good, Sukakaja as well. This is going well. I should have done something about that. I can do something about it now. There we go. You are frightened. Do I devour you now? I guess I'll try. Yeah, okay, that worked. Now it's just the Nekamatas. Who continue to charm me, which is no good. I didn't reset Dia. Is this... Yeah, it's a party one. Okay. Let's see. I should probably just Patra Heat real quick, and then I might be able to meet Dia, because they have... Yeah, they have Dia. So. There we go. Is this battle worth it at this point? Because I just keep getting charmed, and it's not really working in my favor. Kind of makes me wish I could just do something about it, like maybe this. Fuck off. I was done with that battle. I wasn't wasting any more time. We don't have Zio on our characters at the moment, so it's one of those things, you know. Here you thought she was going to get charmed as well. To have the whole party charmed. Oh yeah, that would have been fun. That would have worked out really well for us. Call press turns, use it or lose it turns. Everything you've ever seen from this battle system just means you either use it or don't at all. Well, it depends on if it's a full press turn or a flashing press turn. If it's a flashing press turn, then yes, it's use it or lose it. But if it's a full press turn, so like it's not blinking, then you can either use it or pass it to someone else. So you can technically lose, quote-unquote, a turn by passing it to somebody else, but commotion can be heard from the room. Okay, sure. Hello there. Boy, this is going to be fun. What was he weak to last time? I mean, I'm not really too worried about Power Charge Body Rush, because that's not going to... I mean, it'll deal half my HP, but I can deal with that now. It's not a big deal. Okay, he was weak to that, so that's good. Is he weak to this too? No. There you go, Heat. Use that HP. Let the pain flow through you. Get you up on Demon Beast, that'll be good. Jirai Kumo. Not the same thing. Yeah, people do like their cat girls, that's true. I have never personally understood the amount of affection people put over that, but, I mean, you know, I don't have to. To each their own. Doesn't appeal to me personally, but that doesn't mean that it shouldn't appeal to anyone else. Let's see. I almost feel like I want to go across like all of these, just in case the gas is like hiding a door or something. I think I'm gonna run away from this fight because I don't feel like dealing with Maren Karen plus those jack-offs in the middle. So, we'll see. Argel is charmed, so she uses a press turn. Run? Okay, good. I'm not used to running because in Nocturne on hard mode you can't run from any fights. The game actively prevents you from running away from fights on hard mode. So, yeah, good luck with that. Mubufu will work in our favor, so it'll take care of those guys. Blob is frightened. Keep doing it then. Oh, good. She's frozen now, which is also good for us. We'll devour one. See, I kind of got to use. I kind of got to use it here, where I can do some good damage to the Nekomata to get rid of her. So, health rust. There we go. And we'll let Argela devour one of the blobs. There. Now I don't got to deal with Maren Karen. I just got to deal with Dormina, which doesn't really have high accuracy, so... Okay. Good job, Argela. You carried us through that one. And you got rewarded for it, because you got to devour people, even though you don't like senseless killing. I mean, that's exactly what we're doing in a lot of these cases. I mean, I guess it's not senseless. We're doing it for a particular reason, but... You know. How am I doing, anyway? I could use a little HP. Starting to use up Dia and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So, actually, here's what I'm going to do, right? So, Dia's over here. We will set it real quick. I'm going to put Patra back in a second, but we're going to have Argela use that. And then I'm going to use one of the noises that I have, because she has almost no MP left. I mean, we have chakra drops, and I could use those, but I would rather use the noises while I've got them. What did I have there? Patra? Patra, looks like. Yep. Yeah, I'd rather, because we can do Terra things, and Terra seems to be fairly neutral against most things in this dungeon, so I'd rather do that. Let's see, what do I want to give to Argela here? Excuse me, we don't have any vital noise. Nobody in particular needs agility. From what I understand, quick noises are really hard to get in the game, so we probably won't get enough for it to really matter all that much who we give it to. So I think I'll give this one to Argela, just to full heal her. And then I gave Surf an MP noise before, so I'll think about giving him, or an HP noise before I gave him. So I'll think about giving him this MP noise, excuse me, if I could talk today, in a little bit once he starts running low on MP, and then we'll go from there. Try to use up our one-use resources first, you know. Okay. Oh, okay. It just... Did it move me at all? No. Okay. I figured it was going to, like, make me wander around aimlessly and then end up somewhere else, but that's a lot of blobs. It's a good thing I have Mabufu on lock. Nice. So some frightened and one frozen. And I don't have a method of... well, I do have a method of fully attacking these guys, I guess, but... we got 3 freezes and 2 frightens, so... I guess I'll just devour the ones that are not frozen, because eating the ones that are frozen doesn't usually work. Apparently, even though they're demons and they'll eat anything, they still don't like frozen food. Alright, that's fine. Are you guys weak enough to, like, die? Yeah, you're weak enough to die from Arjula's hits, so I guess this will work. Stomachache? Yep, thought so. Well, let me do something about that. Let me just provide a disache from my stomach. There you go. Yeah, not even worried about that. Not a good idea. Goodbye. Okay, everybody got something. He got a level up. So we're in good shape. What did I get from that battle? I didn't see what the item was before I jumped off the screen. Over here. So now it's just a matter of getting the heck out of here. It's been a while since we've had a save point. They're not messing around anymore, are they? Let's see. I'm going to use Surf's HP to top us, or MP to top us off, because again, he's the one that I'm probably going to use the noise on next. Which other ones do I have? I have an HP noise, an MP noise, and a magic noise. Probably worthwhile to give Heat the other HP noise, because eventually he'll gain access to some physical skills that determine their damage based on his HP. So he already has a lot, but theoretically the more that he has, the more damage he'll do. And since I'm already doubling down and giving him any strength noises that I find, I want him to do all the damage, you see. Oh, I see somebody over there. Let me wait to enter first. Let me go over here, see what's going on. Yeah, I was going to say, this is a Maribel person. Oh, they wrote a message in blood. Don't stand in front of the red-eye statues. Thanks, I kind of gathered that, but I'll keep that in mind. Do I use my last shock bomb on these guys? Yes. That's not even a question. Bah! Let's see. Okay, so they're fairly weak at this point. Arjula? Okay, that was enough to kill them. That's fine. So they probably got about 100 HP. So they're not too bad. It's just a pain in the ass to deal with them all the time when they're, you know... There's 3 of them and they get the first turn and they Marin Karen the shit out of me. Alright, big boy, let's see what you've got. Same thing as always, huh? It never changes. Ow. Okay, so we gotta kill him this turn or else he's gonna fucking murder me. That's fine, I can do that. Oh, okay. He wasn't frightened. That's why it didn't work this time, because he wasn't frightened from the last time. Okay. Because last time, I think just the initial one frightened him, so... Like, the initial Terra frightened him. Alright, well, that battle was a little hairy. Do I use my medical kit? I have 2 of them now. I don't know when you can buy these. Actually, no. I'll just use Surf's MP. And now we'll use that MP noise on him. There we go. His probably his MP will end up being higher than his HP eventually because he will have his magic will be his highest stat. Like vitality won't be as high as magic. So unless I decide to do it differently and I just give him less strength, but I do want him doing some physical attacks. So he's just not going to be as strong as Heat. That's all. Surf's kind of the all-rounder because he, as far as I know, he's going to be with the party for the vast majority of the game, if not the whole game, so. Left is right, but right is left, and don't look at the red eye statues. Okay. So this is an entirely new section. Let me go back. Okay, it's just a door over here. And there's a ladder over here as well. Actually, that might not be an entirely new section because it looks like it just goes up. So let's go see what we can find over here, huh? We'll puzzle it out eventually. Okay, 3 Nekomatas. Yeah, I really should have taught somebody Zeo, I think, because that would have made this a whole lot simpler than I'm making it. Let's see, so we don't have the capacity to do anything else, so let's... Maybe Mad Rush will work okay. Yeah, that worked okay. Well, even though they use Terror, even though they don't appear to be weak to it. Or, rather, resistant to it. Let's see... Let's see here. Okay, you're at low HP, but not the least amount of HP you could possibly have, so... Ooh, a crit on the Devour, that'll help. I mean, the stomachache kind of sucks, but at least I've got a free press turn out of it. This ache for you. From my stomach. Don't ask me how that works. Maybe that's how it... Actually, I could kind of puzzle out how that works. It's because it nullifies the acids in your stomach. The disache is an antacid, so your stomach acid naturally wouldn't, like, corrode through the bottle or something. I guess. I don't know. I'm just spitballing again. Almost done with Adamant there, Surf, but you did get a level up, so that's pretty good. Alright, so let's do this, and then do that, and yeah, that'll work. He's getting up there. He's going to start being a little more all-rounded. And we got MP back, so I probably shouldn't have used that MP noise, but I couldn't have possibly known, so, yeah, you know. Okay, I see 2 doors. And this one leads to absolutely nothing. Okay, that's fine. This one, however, also leads to absolutely... So these are probably just cells, right? Like, they're probably just the cells that they keep the prisoners in when they fall through the floor and everything. So is there just nothing in here at all? I mean, other than enemies. That kind of sucks, but whatever. I'm a little leery to go about using the blasts that I have, or I think I might have like 1 Sonic Stone left. But I'm a little bit leery about using them because Nekomatas have a tendency to not even care at all about force. Like, as a matter of fact, they revel in it because it usually... I think if I remember right from Nocturne, they repelled force, so... I'd rather get rid of them first if I can, and that actually presents the perfect opportunity to do so. Doing that, and then this. Okay, so she's devourable now, which is good. Charm Slash. I gotta do something about that. Ow. Stop it. And I guess I gotta do something about that, too. Okay, so... I guess we're playing defense this turn. Panacea. Where's my Panacea? There's my Panacea. And then I'll use a medical kit now. I don't feel like using a revival bead. So. Okay. Let's see here. So... Surf really doesn't need to devour, though, so I'm kind of okay with just using another Panacea and just having Argila do this. No stomach ache. Good. Yeah, see, this is what I mean, though, is that, like, each time you get into a fight like this, it almost feels like a chess match in some cases, because you got to kind of think ahead and be like, okay, so what do I want to do for my particular moves to make sure that we're in good shape, you know? Okay, we don't have an Earth Wall, so... But we do have a Blaster! Eat this! Not bad. And, well, use it or lose it, so... I know Surf doesn't need to devour, but I can give Heat the opportunity to devour now because he's definitely in range for it, so. How is it a Panacea, but it has limited applications? That's not kosher. Yeah, I know. I think they just picked something that sounded cool in that case, you know what I mean? Okay, Surf mastered Adamant, so he's in good shape there. I just gotta find a save point eventually to make it so I can give him something else to do. And Heat, I guess we're gonna use your MP now. Although I'll probably use I'll use Surf. So I was gonna say Argela's, but I'll use Surf's to give Heat his HP back. Because Heat's the next one that's gonna get a noise, so. Okay. Oh, compared to what we've been dealing with you guys, where you're coming in with all those Nekomatas, this is gonna be cake. He's frightened, that's good. We've softened him up. Heat, go ahead. Stomach ache, right? Oh no, reinforcements, okay. This I don't want to deal with, but I'm afraid if I leave, I'll end up not getting the... I'll end up not getting what I want out of it, which is the, you know, all the extra AP. They use, like, Tarazi, so... Holy arrow. Reduce HP by half, expel all. Nah. It's not really all necessary. You know what? I'm gonna try the blast, actually. I might regret this, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, so I don't think they're resistant to it in this particular situation. Heat you 8 already, but I'm gonna, you know, engorge this Nekomata. And, you know, have an extra snack, I suppose. I should probably do something about that with Argela, so let's have Heat do this. And we'll do this. I'm devouring your cat girls, Internet. What will you do to stop me? I shouldn't say that. I'll invite the devil upon myself. Oh boy. Okay. Well, Argela's stats are looking pretty stacked at the moment, so that's pretty good. I shouldn't be running without healing myself. I'm going to end up with a Nocturne Bra moment in a minute if I keep doing that. There we go. But we are getting a little more money out of all these fights, so that's pretty good. Let's see. We have a ladder in the middle of... Oh, just a flat wall. Okay. And there's a door over here. Let's see what's in the door. Another area. Another holding area? Probably. Let's look around before we go use the ladder. Oh yeah, I can actually definitely hear the commotion, sure. Maybe after this one I'll go use the ladder. It depends on if I get critted again. We'll see. It will give me an excuse to use those landmines, though, so... Because I don't have Terra on anybody except Argela at the moment, but I do have a few of these now. That they're just tossing out like candy. Okay, that's not good. Well, at least Argela with Earth Boost was able to salvage that for us. Why does this place seem kind of familiar? I don't know. It's a good question. Could take that. Yeah, I mean, I could... You could take that. I could take that too, personally. It's really not... Like I said, I've never understood the appeal, personally, but, you know. If anybody in the audience was actually more into that, I feel like I'd be getting more flack, but we're all pretty chill around here, at least from my understanding of everybody in the audience. So, as to why this place seems kind of familiar, well, looking at the floor layout, all I can think of is that one stage from Mega Man X7 with these hexagonal floors that you have to walk around on, and you end up like upside down and everything like that. So maybe that's why. It depends on how much you remember of X7. And whether or not you actually want to remember X7. I would prefer to forget, but my brain doesn't allow me. So, as an avid supporter of Monster Girls, you would say that I would die if the wrong people show. I mean, that's probably true. That is probably true. Monster Girl rights are right. No, I get it. And like I said, I just never understood the appeal, that's all. I don't think that... if you like them, then more power to you. I just personally have never understood why. I mean... I've never understood the appeal of it versus just a normal woman, I guess, is the thing. Because, like, I guess any of the parts of it that I would have personally liked, I could get on something that doesn't have a coat of fur, you know? So... Oh, in a fight. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Monster Girls, Adam. That's my bad. Yeah, you could take that in a fight. Yeah, that's also true. Okay, here we go again. Oh, no, okay. That wasn't so bad. Yeah, I didn't even consider that that's what you meant. That's my bad. I could get 3 press turns if I used my Terra, even though it would only do Terra damage. Okay, well... Let's just keep going with this. This worked last... Didn't work last time. Never mind. I'm dumb. Excuse me. Surf doesn't need to devour, so... There we go. Degenerates by proxy. Oh, boy. Ooh, a cell chest. I think it's... I'm just going to start calling them cell chests, because that seems to be what we're getting out of them now. So... Oh, code cell. That's a new one. I wish I had a vendor so I could actually sell them. I'm pretty close to max solar noise here. This is where I would put my noise vendor if I had one. Okay. We'll find one. It's no big deal. Maybe we'll find one down this hallway. This isn't a vendor. Oh, that's another Maribel? Maybe. Maybe this goes, like, all the way around. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it's another Maribel. Approach the yellow-eyed ones with caution. They're yellow-eyed as well. Okay. It's okay, Monster Girls are where it's at. And like I said, to each their own. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes here. I just haven't understood the appeal personally, that's all. Let's use a holy arrow! Bah! See if it even works. Nope. That's fine. I wasn't actually expecting any results anyway. Mad Rush? Okay, somebody dodged it, so... If I had Mazan on me, it would actually work out, but oh good, the only person I have that has Zan is Panic. So that's fun. Can you not panic? Nope, definitely still panicking. Panic! Panic! We're all gonna die! Let's see. I wonder how that works if, like, you try to use it like a two-person move, and the other one is panicked. Like, I wonder if there's a chance of it to fail, you know, because of that. Let's just get you reverted real quick. There we go. Playtime equals how often do you get random encounters? Cole said the encounter rate was pretty high in this game, so... I mean, I'm okay with it. I played Nocturne, and the encounter rate in that was pretty high as well, so... It's not really that big of a deal to me. Zan, and then Medea. Yeah, that Angelic Grace is looking pretty nice right about now, but unfortunately I don't have it equipped, so... Ooh, 148, that did a lot of damage. I mean, it was a crit, so that's probably part of it. Not to say regular one don't got it going on, but you feel like this isn't the time or the place. No, it's fine, Adam. Whatever you want. I mean, I'm not really bothered by it. You know me, I'm easy. So. Yeah, I should probably set Mazan, because I feel like it would be more useful than just kind of fumbling in the dark like this, you know? Speaking of fumbling in the dark. I usually don't set the Ma skills, to be honest with you, because typically when I have Ma skills, enemies show up in groups where it's like, okay, well, okay, so let me put it this way. I guess I'm used to the way that Nocturne does this sort of stuff, where enemies show up in encounters where if you have a Ma elemental skill equipped, some enemies are weak to it, but others are not. So, but I'm also used to the idea in Nocturne where I have 4 full press turns to work with, whereas here I only have 3 to work with, so I gotta be a little more careful than I otherwise would be. Okay, Heat, how about an HP noise, my friend? There you go. Now we're all in good shape. And, yeah, we'll set some skills for Argila. She's doing pretty good so far, so we'll set Mazan and Matera. Or actually, I just want regular Terra, actually, because, well, I mean, 60 damage to everything isn't too bad at the moment, so, because Earth Boost is there, so that'll do pretty good for us. Did anything repel Zan that we fought so far? Yeah, that one ox thing. And it's weak to Earth. So we'll do this. And then we'll do this. There we go. Now we should do good damage. And actually, you know what I'm going to do as well? So I'm going to take Surf's stuff. And I'm going to set Mabufu for him as well. So he's in good shape there. So now we've got kind of like a single target attack and a multi-target attack as needed, you know? Should you devour every fight or so? Not sure how this game works. Haven't seen yesterday's episode. From what you've seen during the streams, not every fight, but often. Yeah, you don't want to do it every fight. I guess I can kind of show it. You want to do it so that basically devouring an enemy gives that single character all of the AP that would otherwise be spread out to your whole party. So you don't have to, but you learn mantras faster that way if you devour them than you would if you didn't. The learning process is a little slow if you don't devour them, but it's a lot quicker when you do. So I've been trying to do it like when I get the opportunity and when I see that their HP is red, I usually just try it because I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I either eat them and get a lot of AP out of it, or I don't kill them, but I get them close enough that somebody else can kill them, you know? So this place just goes on forever, doesn't it? That looks like where we've been, though. Like, this is going to loop around to where we've already been. So let me go back here and in here and see what's over this way. Nothing! Perfect. Now we know where we've been and we can go upstairs. Perfect. Of course, you know what's going to happen, right? I'm just going to go out on a limb here and guess. Is I'm going to lose max solar noise. I just lost it. So now, when we go up the stairs, I'm going to find out that there's a vendor up there. And I could have just walked up there and I would have been able to sell my cells without having to worry about it. But I couldn't have known that. That's the thing. So I'm not even worried about it. It's probably how it's going to happen. That's all I know. Alright, we can use Mabufu by default now. So here you go. That's one Frighten. Cool. I'll take it. Thank you. And then why don't you do this? And then I guess I'll keep going with Mabufu. Can't hurt. I mean, it's nice to be able to do that without using 2 press turns, you know what I mean? I like the combo system, but using 2 press turns to combo something, it kind of takes it out of you after a while. It's nice to be able to do it with just 1, so. Gotta say, though, edgy concepts and aesthetics like devouring enemies, for example, are still cool, too, even in adulthood. Yeah, see, I never used to like the idea of, like, all this sort of more gross aesthetic. When Bloodborne first came out, for example, I didn't really like the aesthetic of it because I thought it was too gory and too bloody for me. And this was, like, 5-6 years ago, I wasn't a big fan of it. But honestly, it grew on me. And it doesn't really bother me anymore. I look back on it now and I'm like, I'm not really sure why I was getting so worked up about it. I mean, it's not like it's anything to do with real life, so it's a video game. So if it's a little gory, then whatever. Okay, so let's see what's over here. And another area. I really want to just go up those stairs, but I feel like I'm gonna miss something if I do. Oh, okay. It's another area, but it's like teeny tiny. That's fine. I'm okay with this. So I've seen the whole basement, basically, and it literally just looks like that one Anteater guy's stage, except instead of it being all high-tech and inside of a computer, it's just, inside of a building, so. Alright, let's climb the ladder and find the vendor that I should have had before. Excuse me. I don't see it flat out, so. But we are on the floor where all the statues are, because otherwise the statues wouldn't be showing up there. I have Mazan set, so let's just go from here. Okay, well, that did good damage to the Archangel at the very least. And he's ready to be devoured, so. See if we can get Demon Beast for Heat and maybe Argila by the time we're done as well. That is a lot of hits. I mean, they're little hits, but it's still a lot. So, alright, this stun for me. For Argila. Mabufu? See if this kills. Nope. Well, they resisted, it looks like, so. And you take 50. Alright. And here comes the Babkathas. Let's see here. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, it looks like they resisted. The Babkathas resist. Oh, they're weak to fire. I remember now. I think they're weak to fire. Yeah, they're weak to fire. Okay. Well, let's do this then. Get rid of this guy. And then. There we go. The only downside, by the way, that I've seen so far to devouring in every fight is that you can occasionally get a stomachache when you first devour them. Like, you can get a stomachache if you continue to devour over with the same character, but I mean, I've been trying to spread it out so that I don't get have the same character devour over and over and over again. I try to do it maybe one per character. Okay, so we definitely can't go there because the red eye statues are there. What is this? Inspect. The statue has red eyes. It looks like something can be inserted into the statue's side. So maybe if I find a key of some kind, I can turn off the red eyes. That's what it looks like. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna go over here real quick. I think I see a save point over there. Might even be a large one now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, it's a door, so that usually means it's a large one. Well, I'm not going to look gift horse in the mouth. Large Karma Terminal it is. That boss has nothing on Cyber Peacock. Oh, I know. I like Cyber Peacock even a lot better than that guy, that's for sure. Mega Man X is reaching for new Mavericks. Alright, Conquer. See you in a minute. Yeah, after a little while, I mean, I can understand. You have to keep making them over and over again. Sometimes you run out of ideas a little bit, So I can understand. Yeah, his weakness was fire. Yes, it was. So that kind of appropriate then that we've got a guy for our main character that has a few fire powers, Not sure why Ice doesn't do that, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Let me check my notes real quick. What does Surf want next? Probably just Demon Beast, right? I do want him to work on Angel, though, so maybe since everybody else is working on Demon Beast, I'll have him work on Angel. The reason why I want him to work on Angel is because it gives him access to debuffs, which will come in fairly handy in boss fights, I think. So I'm going to have him work on this instead of Demon Beast. And Argila and Heat. Argila, I also want to work on Angel eventually, but I also want her working on Yaksa, mainly. Because that way I have one person working on one person working on the other, Then I can switch them as needed. Surf doesn't need Yaksa, though. He's going to be mainly... He's going to have debuffs in the early game, but he's going to have buffs be his main, not his main thing. His main thing he's going to do is Ice and Fire, but his side thing is going to be buffing the party. Whereas I'm going to have, Heat mainly just focus on his physicals, heat and healing. And then Argila is going to be our debuffer for a good chunk of the game. I have an idea about how I want to build everybody at this point, but... we'll get there. For now, we'll work on what we've got. And I'm going to save. And then I am also going to go and use the restroom, I think, and then I'll come back and we will continue. Can I be crazy enough to grind out everything? Me personally, probably not. I'm sure someone has done it, but I don't even know that this game is long enough to where you could grind everything out. I mean, if you probably actively looked around for like field hunts and everything else, then yeah, probably you could grind it all out. But we've been up there, haven't we? Yeah, that pitfall was up there. Okay, so that's where the one red eye statue is. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go use the restroom, and I'll be right back. You folks talk amongst yourselves while I'm gone. Okay, I have returned. I was thinking I was going to go fill up my water bottle before I continued. Oh, I didn't realize what time it was. It's 6:04. I thought it was closer to 6:20. Well, whatever. I'll be fine enough to get through with the water that I have left over. Yeah, I guess we'll just go start looking around. Can't hurt, right? Worst comes to worst, we'll just end up in the place we've already been. Worst comes to worst, we'll just get into an encounter without barely even going anywhere. It's okay. Let's see. So you still need to eat. And then how about we just do this, and then next turn we'll have Argila eat this guy. Because he should be in range now. Okay, he's not. But he is now, so try again. There you go. Stomachache? No. Reinforcements. Okay. This worked pretty good last time, so it does pretty good damage. And pick the one that I want to kill and kill him. Ow. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. So this should put him in range, yeah. Now he can have Surf Eat. Very nice. Okay, all worked out. Didn't know Devour was a thing. All the DDS footage you've seen includes boss fight. Oh, okay, yeah, that would make sense then. Yeah, you wouldn't see them devouring in a boss fight because that doesn't happen as far as I know. So, okay, Argila got Feed Frenzy, Venom Fang, and Ingest Mana, and then Heat also got Feed Frenzy, Venom Fang, and Ingest Mana. Ingest Mana, I think, will be fairly useful to us because that actually lets you recover a little bit of MP when you eat something, which sounds like an incredible boon at this particular junction. So, let's see. It's just a question of where do I set it, you know? because I've kind of got a whole lot of other stuff that I'm using. I could set it instead of Void Force. We're not currently using Void Force, so like I could switch those out while... Yeah, see, some MP restored after successful hunt, so... Like, I could switch out my Voids basically, like, during regular battles, because I don't really see myself using Voids in regular battles. Boss fights, different story, but in regular battles, I don't really see it happening, so... Maybe we'll do that. Let's see. I mean, he doesn't need mana all that badly, but he could be our healer this way, and then he could just hunt and end up getting it back, so... Yeah, that does sound like an early game mana refill. It requires an extra step, but I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't mind being an extra step if it means I can get that all back, so... Okay. I don't particularly know where exactly we're going at the moment, although this looks like we're going to end up almost on the other side of that door. So, okay. Well, that was a mistake. I probably should have looked around the corner, shouldn't I? Oh, okay, we're not too far off. Just head back. See, if I was playing on my own at this point, I would be resetting, but every minute that I run up the clock is a chance that I eventually find a vendor near or at max noise so that I can sell off those cells finally, which would be nice. Stomach ache. Well, no AP for me this time, so... Would have been nice, but, you know. Let's see here. Disache. I probably should have bought a few more of those just so I had them, you know. Oh, well. Entering Odyssey 5 had a union skill that takes 4 people's worth of effort and restores less than a heal's worth of SP. Anything you miss other than mono not finding a vendor? Just another pitfall. Yeah, that's about it. We got ingest mana for Heat and Argila, though, so now when they hunt people, they actually get their MP back, which is pretty nice. So, but other than that, Conquer, not a whole lot. So, but that doesn't... I've never understood that. Like, if you're gonna make combo attacks in an RPG, they gotta feel like a combo, you know what I mean? Where it doesn't just feel like... I could have just done that with a regular heal, or I could have just done that with 2 attacks. Like, they gotta feel like more than just that. Like, Chrono Trigger got it right. And Chrono Trigger was one of the earliest games that had that sort of dual party member combining their strength system. So, I don't know why everybody else is getting it wrong, that the work's already done for you. But whatever. Okay, and actually, you don't need to devour, so... Just wait until Surf gets turned. We'll let him devour once we get to that point. I don't think I'll KO with Mazan, so... Yeah, I wouldn't even get them to the point where they're ready to heal over, so... Let me see if this kills them. Yeah, it does. Okay, I'll just do this then. We won't devour in this one. Yeah, that is true. Video games were different back then. I know. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it like I said, I feel like the work was already done for them, so how is this, you know, a problem? But I don't know. I'm not a developer, so I can't really say that for sure. Oh, complete heal. That will help. I mean, I have access to a save point up here now, so I can heal myself, but still, a complete heal ain't a bad thing to get at a level up. Only thing better would be, like, a point of magic or a point of vitality. So. Okay, so evidently I don't want to go that way. Let's see if I can... Oh yeah, I gotta set new mantras before I go anywhere else. So let me go do that. I probably should have turned around and done that when I got them for Heat and Argila before I fell down that pit, but that's okay. We got a little bit of money, and I think Heat needs to learn Battle Demon and Fallen Hero, and I think that's it for him on the level 2s. At least as far as I personally have set my notes up anyway for his level 2s, so... I don't think we're really going to use too many of those moves, though. I mean, we'll probably use Vioblade, because that's pretty good to have for just a single person. We'd normally have to use 3 people to do that, but... Not anymore, we won't. So we'll get him that. And then Argela. You I want to work on... You just got Demon Beast done, so I want you to work on Yaksa next. Before I have you work on Angel and then Fallen Hero. So, just trying to do it basically so that I'm not, like, buying up too many things that are too expensive at the moment. I mean, we can probably be fine on our expenses, but, you know. I'd rather just buy up the littler things first. Like, work my way up to the big stuff, you know. So, okay, there we go. Now everybody's working on something different, which is nice. Means that we'll be in okay shape. Means we'll all get something different out of the next mastery. Speaking of stomach aches, I've got a bit of a stomach ache myself at the moment. I had about a half of a pork chop for lunch and some rice. And okay, hang on. Okay, good. Not a statue. I'm gonna check my corners now. That's a green eye statue. Okay. What's the difference? Oh, this will take me over to where the red eye guys were. Aha! There's something behind this one. And that was the other way. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I had a half a pork chop and some rice for lunch, and it is doing something fierce inside of my stomach right now. It's not very nice. My stomach has grease sensitivity, so that's the problem that I usually run into. It's kind of difficult to overcome. There's an active cell. Nice. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just a dull ache, basically, but it's kind of a gross dull ache. Like, the acid is roiling in my stomach, and I know that's kind of TMI. I apologize for anybody that makes you feel squeamish or anything, but that's what's happening right now, so if I'm a little more subdued, okay, for the remainder of the stream, that's why. For the other way around, makes it feel like you don't have to do as much work when you get the expensive bullshit first, then something the cheap stuff. Yeah, and I mean, you could do that. It's really just a preference thing. I usually try to work my way up. I mean, you remember what I said about how I wanted to do things... Okay, I can't use Mazan here. How I wanted to do things with the hunts in Final Fantasy XII. I'm kind of applying a similar principle here, I guess, so... Do you die to a trap? No, because Earth Drain. I derped on that hard. Whoops. Stop it! Dumb cow. Okay. Sorry, that probably sounded more vulgar than it actually is. He's literally a cow, though. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say. You don't have Dia, so we'll go over to your turn, because you have Dia. There we go. Okay. You know what? That's fine. It's not Earth Drain, so I'll take it. And I can devour them. Gotcha. Get a couple of turns. And then maybe devour you. Nice! Steak dinner. Okay. And that'll get me a little more for Angel. Yaksa, I'm not as worried about. I'm a little more worried about Angel. Because Yaksa gets us quick escape, but it's not really that big of a deal. I don't really run from too many battles, so it's not a huge priority, but Terrunda is nice. The boss inflicting less... Oh, okay, that lets me go to the other side of the thing. Okay, cool. Is there anything over there? No. Yeah, the boss inflicting less... Oh my god. Less damage to me? Definitely a good thing. Well, we know what not to do there. I thought he was going to instantly, like, knock me down a pit. I was going to be like, come on, DDS. Don't hit me in the... Don't, you know, crotch shot me like that. That's not cool. Oh, we've been ambushed. Alright, let me see here. So, transform. I've got an idea. Very nice. And let's see here. We don't have anything else for the stuff. I mean, we do have a landmine, so I guess I could use that. Let's get rid of the Apis, so he can't do Earth Drain stuff. All right, let's have you transform. We'll try to get back to Arjula's turn so I can Mazan before too long. I should be able to get there. Yeah, I can get there this turn. I mean, I could Fire Shot, but it's all right. We'll get some mileage out of Mazan. That's fine. Yeah, not quite enough. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, that's not really going to help you. Wasting a turn just to give me a free press turn? Don't know if that's a good idea for you there, sir. Okay. Let's get back to... you didn't Devour in the last battle, so... Okay, well, I guess Surf is going to do it. Hunts and 12 are designed to be done around the time you get them, but 12 is non-linear enough that you can break the game before the Bujurpa mines. Yes, that's true. That's true. Although, I'm hesitant to say that's 100% true, because you can do the Trickster as soon as you're done at Mount Bur Amasis. And doing the Trickster as soon as you're done at Mount Bur Amasis is pain. Like, I don't think I've ever... No, never mind. Zodiark is in that game. I've suffered harder in a video game. There's enough things in 12 to make me suffer hard that I can say that I have, in fact, suffered hard within that video game. But yeah, some of the hunts that they want you to do at that point... Oh, we took damage. How much? Ow. Medic! There we go. I prefer to use my items rather than let them languish in my inventory, so... So if I'm using them up, that's okay. And I mean, I could have just gone back here, but oh well. Yeah, okay. I'm happier with you saying most hunts. Yes, that's actually a little better for me personally. So, okay, well, we've taken care of that whole little area that you can explore there. So let's restore. And we will save, because we don't need any new mantras for anybody. At the moment... And then save. And we'll keep looking around. Yeah, I would honestly say, like, the vast majority of the elites... Like, there's a few that you can do right when they pop up, but usually they're pretty low rank, if that's the case. So you can usually tell by their rank whether or not there's something you should try to tackle immediately, so... Yeah, there's a few that aren't too bad. Yeah, that's also true. It's just that there's some in particular that are more infamous than others, that's all. So, well, I can't grab anything off that piping. I'm going to be learning how to bend this pipe in vocational training tomorrow, though. I'm going to use conduit benders. And good lord, conduit benders are something else, man. Like, it looks like a freaking... You could brain a zombie with one of those things. Good lord. I'd be ready for the post-apocalypse when I get one of those. Okay, you also repel ice. What else did he repel? Wind? Interesting. Maybe he just repels everything but earth. I don't know. I'm not sure if Carrot was the introduction to Growing Threat. I feel like probably it was, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So, it might have been. Don't use Medea. Yeah, kinda, because I can't really do a whole lot else at the moment other than have Heat just physically attack one of the Archangels and do next to nothing. Mia Blow is fine on Heat. Thank you for missing. That means I can do this. Yeah, the shields that they put up, the drains and the repels and all that other stuff and the voids, and consequently the ones that we put up, they go away after a single turn. So you don't want to leave them for you don't want to think, okay, well, you know, it's still there, so I can just leave it after several turns. That's not how it works. You have to actually... Hey, there's Ingest Mana working in our favor. You have to actually keep maintaining the shields if you really want to keep it all the way up for a while. So, but yeah, Growing Threat does in fact suck badly because it's basically just a buff that you can't cleanse, and it just makes the boss incredibly more powerful than he already is, or they already are, rather. It's just like, okay, game, could you just, like, what am I supposed to do about this? What do you expect? You know? But, okay, but that ingest mana actually gave us back 10 MP for heat, which is enough to really, like, cheese heal my way through a good chunk of the rest of the game, so, okay. Yellow statue. What does a yellow statue do for me? Well, this is the room to test it, I guess. Okay, that's a red statue there. So, let's just walk in between them, shall we? If we walk one panel away from them... So probably... Okay, that's a... Wait, hang on. Oh, I see. Okay. Kind of get it now. Can't walk, the yellow ones, if you kind of look at them from an angle, you can kind of, I don't know how well that showed up on the actual screen, but the yellow ones, if you look at them from an angle, you can kind of see if they're red, or I would assume maybe they'll be green if I can actually pass, so. Yeah, that is sneaky, yeah. Can't prevent it, can't dispel it, just gotta deal with it, which is harder than it sounds, oh, for sure, yeah. Especially, like, when they get down to lower HP and they start just getting attack charge time equals 0. I hate that ability. It's so bad. It's like, okay, could you just, like, follow the rules of the video game, please? And they get, like, a damage... You do less damage when they're at low health and a whole bunch of other shit. It's like, come on. Careful with the next one. It's tough. Okay, so this one's green, so we can pass. So that one I don't gotta worry about. This one's green, but that one's red, so I can't pass by here. And I can't go over there without falling in, so... But we've been over there, and we've seen that we can't actually get there just yet. So, I don't know how you get there, so... Oh, good, Succubi. Perfect. Electric Repel. Alrighty. How do you feel about Mazan? How do you feel about Mabufu? They're not particularly enthused or bothered by any of that, so... Okay, they're in Devour range now. Oh, I hate that. Could you not, please? This is the beginning of the... Oh my god. This is the beginning of the game. Don't do this to me. Stop it. Okay, so how long until this goes away? That's all I want. I just want it to go away. Argila, stop. Surf, stop. Oh, it's gone for heat. Okay, that helps. Who did Surf heal, though? That's the question. I'm gonna see if I can pick this one up. Okay, that gets rid of one of them. I chose correctly. That's just a lost turn. That's just a lost turn. And fuck you. Okay, it didn't kill. I was kind of hoping it would, but I guess if they're, you know, taking my HP and I'm healing them, yeah, it would make sense that I'm, you know, I'm not killing them. Yeah, all of them, indeed. Then we can't have artificial difficulty, I know. That's true. How are we supposed to artificially inflate the difficulty of our game if we don't use things like Growing Threat? Okay, so Heat, you're still our healer. This is working out, actually, with this whole ingest mana thing. It's working out pretty nicely for us. Okay, 2 Succubi that are weak to electric. Expel Repel, so they're probably also weak to light. Interesting. Makaja, and then, okay, I was gonna say, you're gonna use like Mazionga or something, right? Because they just Makakaja'd. But no, it's fine. Okay. And then, get rid of one. Nice. I don't really care about your electric repel shield when I can just load the gun. Lizanne again. Still not in range, huh? Okay. Now you are. And then, give me back my mana. Nice. See, working pretty nicely. And that worked nicely as well. Why don't you devour? You're still working on Yaksa, but it's a little low. Ooh, 17 back. So it looks like it gives you... That might be... I gotta look at what Argila's MP is there, but by my calculations, that might be 10% rounding down. What's your max MP? Yeah, 172. Yeah, it is. It's 10% of your max MP rounding down. That is a lot to get back from a single skill. Oh lordy, Atlas, you gave me a loaded gun. Oh wow, that's shaking the screen. Okay, I don't know if I want to go in there just yet. That's spooky. We don't need to heal or anything, do we? No, I just healed. Okay, now we can go and deal with whatever this commotion is. Okay. That's a big boy. That's a very big boy. Jirai Gumo's angry cousin, maybe. He gets 2 turns. Wow. What is this thing? Tarask. Okay. Is he weak to earth? Is he weak to wind? He's weak to earth. Okay. Is he weak to fire? I'm just trying elements out. I'm getting lucky with them, evidently. Because I'm getting all of the things that he's weak to. I could Bolt Wall. We don't have no electric yet, but he's been using it, so... I don't know what else he does. Does he take any damage from physicals? Not really. Okay, that works. I don't know how much HP he has, but okay. Okay, he's almost in range, I think, at this point. Do I Bolt Wall again, or do I just use my turn to hit him? I think I'm just going to use my turn to hit him. Terra again. Let's see if I kill him. Yep, okay. I wasn't sure how close he was, so I figured I'd just keep going and then have Surf eat him if I got there. But we all got a little bit out of that, so that's not too bad. Nah, it's just a vendor past that door, yeah, really? How the fuck did Atlas get MP regen from a skill right here, but not in EO5? What the fuck? Yeah, apparently, I don't know. I feel like I've heard the name Tarask before, though. Thanks, FGO. I don't know what that is. Some sort of... Felgaia Online? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. Right statue key! Okay, so we had to kill the Tarask anyway to get the statue key. Alright, cool. So we can go put that in somewhere. Fate Grand Order. Oh, okay. Felgaia Online. What am I smoking? But we've got a key now for one of the statues, so we can go put that in once we find... I'll wait to put it until we find the left one, but now I gotta make it through this room again. Yeah, I could just fall down a pit, I guess, but let's not. Best not do that. Okay, opposites. Opposite day. Apis? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Landmine. And then, why don't you have a steak dinner? Very good. Terra over here. And then, Surf, why don't you have a steak dinner? And load the gun. Pretty good. Pretty good so far. Okay, so I think if I just attack here, it'll put you in range of Devour. So I'll just get back around to your turn, and then just go for it. There we go. Get some HP, or MP back. I mean, eventually I'll get some HP back from that, because I can heal with it, but... Ooh, an active cell. Somebody's feeling, like, generous today. Just a little bit. Okay. So we established that that guy's red. Over there. Right? You can kind of see the lights. Yeah, it's red. But I didn't go over here yet, did I? I want to go over there. Let's try this, then. Don't know what you're smoking, but can you share it with the rest of the class? Yeah. Seriously. Electric repel with the bicorns, absolutely. Because that's necessary. Okay, then. So... Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out too well for us. Mazan. And Mabufu. Any freezes? One freeze, got one. Okay, that'll work. And then I can Mazan again. Put the Succubi in range anyway. Okay, so Argela's gonna lose a turn. Or, you know, do something sick nasty. Ow. Ow. I'll fix that in a second. Let's do this, actually. I might just KO the Succubi, but that's okay. And... how do I want to do this? I don't know if Heat's got enough magic in him to KO this thing with a Molotov, but, well... worth a try. Okay. It's going a little, I'm actually playing a little dangerous there because Surf definitely could have died from one of Argela's hits there. Okay. And I'm going to play even more dangerous because, yep. There we go. I'm just glad there was no reinforcements because that would have gone not in my favor at all. So. Okay, let's heal up. With... just use Heat's MP. He can't quite heal us all to full, but... trust me, this will work out very nicely later on in the game. Can you say Mediarahan for free? I mean, it's not free, but well, it's free once I eat enough, I guess. Ooh, a save terminal. Okay. I mean, that's helpful. Gives me something else that I can do to get... oh, I can actually go all the way back to that large terminal without doing much of anything now, can't I? I can just teleport right back. Huh. Thanks, Atlas. That's actually generous of you. Don't need to do any mantra hunting, though. Mantra buying, because I don't need to. It's we're not done with the ones we have yet, so we are getting some money together though, so that's pretty nice. It'll help us when we want to get Fallen Hero, because I want to do Fallen. I want to have the Fallen Hero mantra mastered for both Heat and Argela eventually. Give them both access to Medea. And eventually take them all the way up that line. It's important for getting a certain high-level mantra later on. That'll be helpful for them. So, although for Heat, he doesn't particularly care about that mantra, I don't think. Like, there are certain ones where you need to have more than one chain of mantras done, and in Argela's case, she's going to need to have the light mantras done, and the dark mantra is done, and I think the healing ones in order to get one of them. Like, you have to master all of those in order to get access to one of them, so... yeah, that's how that works. Okay, a couple of different paths left for us. We've got the rest of that to go explore. I might go explore the rest of that path, actually, just to get it over with and, you know, finish out the map part there. So we can go from there. And then we'll go up from the save terminal. Cole's back. Hi, Cole. Uh-oh. Having a fun time.
I want to shoot myself.
Why, did something else happen in the interim?
So you remember that 24-man I mentioned I was running with Burn? Mm-hmm. I'm in the same chat as Crisol.
Oh, fun.
And me.
Are you going to throw the gauntlet down?
Awesome.
That I told you to tell her.
I don't want to be trained, bro.
You can do it after. You don't have to do it before.
My existence is a constant, unending battle to not be cringe.
Makes sense.
It's okay. I see your chat had the same reaction to the Trask I did.
Yeah, they did. Cole is doing the... so, patch 5.5 in Final Fantasy XIV just dropped today. This is going to get repelled. Damn it.
So I totally...
forgot about that. You actually did. Okay, good. Did you get your other equipment that you needed? Okay. Okay, good. Because I was gonna say.
I'm 509. I'm pretty sure I'm okay.
I was gonna say. Yeah, you're probably fine. Get rid of this Apis. Yeah, patch 5.5 in Final Fantasy XIV dropped today, and the new Alliance raid is also happening today in Cole's Free Company. Now, Cole's Free Company features one of the members is a live streamer that has
Connections.
how many followers does she have now?
A lot. She was averaging 250 viewers earlier in the thing. And she's also friends with Shenpai.
So she's got a lot of followers.
She's got clout.
And Cole's in the same chat as this person, and he has crippling social anxiety. So, Conquer's Twin, hello. Yeah, you said 19 days before, 17 days this time. If you don't mind me
7
asking,
days.
what's happening in 17 days?
Not the Mass Effect remaster. Christ.
Okay, is this a red one? Yeah, it is. I
hate
learned a
those
trick.
orange.
I learned a trick. You can kind of like approach, and you can see if it's red or green.
I mean, that's just this game being on PS2. If you play it on PC, it's red. It's super red.
Okay. So that's green, so that's fine. I was,
Also,
I was
this
about to
game's
walk this way.
in a separate 24-man chat, so I'm going to be in suffering. It's going to be awful embarrassing if I don't get to play with you.
All right, folks, time to play Luck of the Draw. That's what Cole's doing today, basically.
Pain. My life, everything today is simply pain. How many tank busters have I taken today? How many mechanics have I predicted?
And did Terra work on these guys okay? Yeah, it worked pretty okay. Okay, Bob Kathlas are weak to fire, so I can deal with that. Zionga's not my weakness, so... Catch this hand! There you go. Get some MP back. You're weak to this. Get me all these press turns. Can you eat this guy yet? Oh, no, he's not even close. Okay. I can do this, though. Okay, well, that gets rid of him. And that gets rid of you. That's fine.
Pain.
And we mastered Angel on Surf. Nice. We'll have to go get new skills
I
after
need to
this.
accidentally
Terranda's
throw
nice,
myself
though.
into some of the
so.
mechanics, so none of them realize I did it earlier.
Do you?
I mean, it's blind prog.
Is that necessary?
Plus, I'm playing floor tank. It'd be funnier that way if I died horribly.
I mean, I guess. How far above vitality do I want strength to be? I mean, I guess I'm okay with doing... Well, we'll just do it this way for now. How about that? So glad Atlas takes inspiration from so many cultures. Yeah, those are Celtic mythos crows, Bob. I don't know if I'm saying them correctly. I'm just saying Bob Katha, but I don't know. I don't know if that's correct. So, Hekatha. Apparently, Heat and Argel have almost all their MP back.
I'm like, where am I? Pain.
Well, at least you know that you'll have a halfway decent healer.
Listen.
I think she's
Here's
a pretty
the
decent
fucked up
healer,
thing.
right?
So here's the fucked up thing about this. The only person in that entire Alliance raid of 8 men I know is Crisol.
Oh, okay.
I don't know anybody else.
Oh, okay.
I don't know Bongo. I don't know anybody else in there. I know Leo.
Mm-hmm.
I know a few of the others, and I know SB, who's in Alliance C.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bastard.
He didn't get a good party in Alliance C?
Alliance C just gets murdered occasionally.
Okay. That's fun. Okay, so this guy... I can fill out my map with you. Nice. Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I'm getting the heck out of here. Well, you got 20 minutes to prepare. So...
Fuck.
Just go in there and have the fun.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, he's gonna have steak dinner.
Steak dinner. I mean, I think... I thought I saw steak.
Nicky, Nicholas. Yeah. Steak dinner. Yeah, I will bake you an entire goddamn cow. I really need Arjula's turn to use Mazan, but I also really need to make sure Surf doesn't throw my money away, so... no freeze, that's fine. Mazan. And then I'll just do this. We'll just finish him off with normal stuff. There we go. Yeah, throws 50,000 Maka. That's just what I would need, yeah.
Yeet.
Ooh, okay, that's a lot of items. Revival bead, 2 disc stuns, and a landmine. Perfect. And Argel and Heat are well on their way to mastering their mantras, so that's pretty good. Yep, this is Nocturne, all right, yeah, for sure.
Alright, we got this item. Cool. What we got? Oh, we got this item that brings any of us back from the dead. We got
So
these
we've
two-
explored everything but that little corner there. All right, let's go back to that corner then.
You're much more thorough than me. I just wanted to get the hell out of this place as soon as humanly possible.
But it's fun! I haven't seen a vendor in days!
That's exactly the problem. Western are so fucking good.
Frightened. I'm just gonna use this and then see if Heat can deal enough damage with Devour to have a whole steak dinner right now. Yeah, he can.
You'd think he'd have a bigger stomach. He's got 2 mouths.
I'm not gonna be able to get around to Argela's turn, am I? No. Okay, well, goodbye, Cal. Heat's getting closer, I'll tell you what. Pretty soon he'll be a battle demon.
Okay.
I mean, if you get hit by 2 things in an alliance raid as a DPS, you die. So, no pressure.
Especially when I'm under geared because I'm too fucking lazy to do roulettes.
Okay,
These
this I
barriers
can
piss me
deal
off.
with. This I can deal with.
I don't know how to get past these things.
What, the blue wall? So, the blue wall, we had to go back to Svadhisthana, so the Vanguard's base. And if you go back to the room where you fought Harley, one of his men gives you the blue key.
Oh, backtracking. Cringe.
This is a field hunt! I know what this is now, so let's start one. I don't know how well this is going to go, but I'm going to try.
Alright, I'm gonna get set up.
Okay.
The chaos is starting.
Oh, fun.
Pain. On an emotional, spiritual, and mental level. I can't physically describe how much agony this is about to cause me. Hell.
Bye, Call. He's going to have a fun time. Man, there's a lot of these little guys. Kind of all over the place, though. Gotta watch my time here a little bit, though. I don't want to run out of time, because then I won't get any AP! Would have been a dick move if they would have put one behind me there, though. I gotta tell you. Okay, here we go. What else we got down here? I'm gonna run out of time, aren't I? Where are you? You're in here, aren't you? Oh, pressing the button. I was pressing the button when he disappeared there. Okay. Well, that was worth a shot, I guess. I don't know if we would have gotten a whole lot out of that, though, honestly. I didn't set Feed Frenzy yet, so we probably wouldn't have gotten more than one of them devoured. Oh, well. What can you do, right? Okay, back to the large terminal. I'll just walk there, and then we'll go up the right path, because the left one is more filled out already, so... Yeah, those field hunts are interesting. They change things up a little bit. You have a time limit, and if you don't get any rewards for it if you don't hit the Mitama at the end of it. So there was an Ara Mitama at the end of that fight, or at the end of that whole field hunt. And then you get into a battle with them, and from what I understand, they take basically no damage from anything. And they have a lot of HP. But if you can kill them, you can get, like, a monstrously large amount of Maka and AP out of it. So, like I killed one of them in the field hunt back in Manipura in the Maribel's base, and Surf mastered, like, 2/3 of an entire level 2 mantra. So that's kind of crazy. I'm gonna go in here real quick. Heat is close to learning Battle Demon, so I'm going to wait until he learns that, and then I'll go back to the save point, and that's when we'll save, so. Hang on. Statue? No statue. At least not yet. At least not yet, he says, seeing a red light out of the corner of his eye. Nothing in here. see. There's another door and another room over there. This place is very elaborate. Lots of hallways leading into each other, you know. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that ingest mana is, is a hell of a drug. It's working pretty well for us so far. I don't know if I'll deal enough damage with heat to eat that Opus, but I guess I'm gonna try. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's 3 times damage, so of course it probably would do pretty decent for us. So, there goes that guy. I should probably try to have Argela eat this guy. I don't know if they'll get that far, though. Okay, yeah, Agi was too much. They're resistant to physicals, from what I can understand, because we're only doing, like, 20 damage to them on each of those. So I didn't want to use a physical and, like, not get him in range where Argela could devour him, but, whatever. Heat got Devil Feast, Death Spray, Vile Blade, and Taunt, so that's pretty cool. So now we can go back to the save point and get him something else. And Argela leveled up, and she got HP. Well, we can't win them all, I guess. Alright, I should probably go back to the save terminal now, though, because Heat is done with that. So I guess now, what's he got left at level 2? Just Fallen Hero. So yeah, we're going to have to start throwing away our money a little bit here. So, I mean, that's fine. No big deal. Okay, let me just check what's in this room first, and then we'll go from there. I'm just going to walk in, and there's just a statue right here. Ooh, a treasure room. That's nice. Vital Noise, that's always helpful. Argela, I've got something fun for you, and a monster in a box. Okay. Ooh, these guys are news. I wonder what they're doing. Oh, good, he's got Taunt. So Taunt is interesting, because Taunt is... It says it does what it says on the tin. It drastically weakens your whatchamacallit. It drastically weakens your defense, but it also raises your physical attack. So we just got a Terrakaja times 4 basically there, in addition to the Rakunda times 4. Rakunda is the defense dropping one. Terrakaja is the attack boosting one. I don't know if you guys remember that from when we played P5. It's been a little while, but you know, that's how it works. Heat, you don't even need to devour these guys. Really, only Argela does, right? Oh no, Surf does too. Never mind, I'm dumb. I'm thinking that Surf is done with his. Wow, you've got a lot of HP. Okay. Well, we got it, so one of them anyway. But yeah, as you can see, even with us being at -4 defense, it's really not all that bad. It's a little substantial, but we should be okay. Okay, he's in range now to where I think with +4 attack, Argela can do this. Yeah, there we go. All right, Adam, take it easy. We'll see you on the next one, or whenever we see you next. We'll see you. Yeah, good luck with finding a shop. Yeah, for sure. It's probably going to be like at the end of the stream, right? I'm going to be like, I found it. We're done. Oh, boy. But later, Adam. Take it easy. Wow, what happened? Did I miss something? What did I get? Really, game? She's right there. Yeah, I'm missing some context. I'm sorry. I missed some context on that one, unfortunately. Save terminal, new mantra. Oh, for Yaksa, is that what you're talking about? Where she's got, like, a sliver before Yaksa is done? Yeah, I saw that part. Okay. Yeah, sorry. My brain sometimes, it takes a minute to register things. So, I don't need to devour. Bufu doesn't really work all that well on the Archangels, and it would get repelled because Opus is... Opus, so I'm gonna pass and devour with Argela to make sure she gets Yaksa this time. So there we go, and then I'll just Agi you. You're pretty close to death at this point. But yeah, getting back to the terminal will be nice because then I can definitely, you know, everybody else can start mastering other things. Yeah, yep, yeah. I realized that after the fact, so that was my bad. I realized what you meant after the fact. It took me a minute. Well, at least we got another Disake. I wish I could have a Disake in real life. I will when I get done streaming. I'll go take some papaya enzyme. That usually helps settle my stomach a little bit. So. Oh, I'm like, wait, why can't I go in there? Is my controller not working? I'm used to the Switch, right, where I have to like hold it in different spots so that it could actually work. But here, no, I don't have to hold it in different spots. It's just that he's got to use a dismute first before he can use his MP to heal us. So, okay, there we go. And this way to get back. I'm gonna go around in the square here. So, he could use Pepto-Bismol as well. Yeah, I don't think we have any in the house though. Now I think about it. I don't remember why I don't use Pepto-Bismol. I feel like I found out that there was like something in it that was either not good for you or I don't know, something like that. I have to look. Okay, everybody needs a mantra, right? Yep. So, what do we want for everybody? So Heat's the first one that's going to get one because all he needs now is Fallen Hero. Which is a lot of money, but I'm going to do it. It'll be worth my while. And then, let's see. I know what I want for Argela. I want her to start on Angel, right? Yeah, she wants Yaxa and Angel. And for Surf, I can get him Battle Demon. Okay, that's fine. That won't eat into all of our money. It'll eat into a good chunk, but we are kind of sitting on cells at the moment, so once we find a shop. What I'm probably going to do is, probably before the next episode, I'm going to, like, or rather, right after this episode, really, I'm going to, like, sit around and putz around at the shop until I can, I could have him get Demon Beast as well, this Battle Demon. He hasn't mastered Demon Beast yet, so I'm going to have him master Demon Beast. His ingest mana is just really good, so. But yeah, I'm probably going to putz around at the vendor if we find one before the end of the stream. And wait until we get to max noise, and then just sell all the cells that I have, so I have a little bit extra money in case I master Angel before the end of the dungeon on Argela, so that way she can work on Fallen Hero as well, because she wants it. Surf doesn't need it, though, because I'm not planning on having him learn any healing skills, so I'm going to rely on my allies to do that for me. Okay, so we explored about half of that section over there. So let's go finish out what we explored before, and then we will go from there. So let's see. Yeah, we can go this way first. I don't want to go this way first. Never mind. Because there is a statue there that wants my bacon. I can get that cell, though, I think, if I go around, so. Is it just one Archangel? Yeah, it is. Okay. And then I can't really attack and do a whole lot with Heat, so I guess just Molotov. Because this guy doesn't take a whole lot of damage from my, what's it called? He doesn't take a whole lot of damage from my physical attack, so I would assume that Devour wouldn't do a whole lot either. I mean, a Devour already has a low damage multiplier, so. Okay, there's another red statue, so I gotta find a way around these two to get to that cell. Probably if I go through this door or something. Let me see what's over here first. Or maybe there's just a way around over here. That's a possibility, too. We will see. Let's get rid of you first. Okay, you are frightened. I know Heat can devour you now, so. Because he's got enough physical attack to just blast everything with Devour at this point, so. Oh, nice. Actually, okay with you. Void Death. Okay, so he probably can get hit by Mudo, but I just didn't get lucky with my hits from those death things from earlier in the dungeon, those dark walls, dark cards, I don't know what they were called, I forget. All these giant statues with red eyes just remind you of Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple. Oh god, I haven't seen Legends of the Hidden Temple in forever, but yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that, because yeah, it's definitely got that vibe to it, doesn't it? Okay. So I'm safe if I'm over here. And I'm safe if I'm right here, because the statue isn't until directly in front of me now, so. What we got in here? A code cell. Okay, well, more for me to sell when I find a vendor. So, let's see. So there's a door over there, and then we've explored this whole section. Alright, then we can go to the next section, and ideally we'll find a vendor. Ideally. So... Mabufu doesn't really work too well on these guys, but I mean, I guess it did pretty decent damage there, so... I'm just feeding heat. He didn't get to eat bat earlier, so he's just consuming today. Yeah. Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. What's a vendor expansion? Indeed. We've been without one for a little while, but I mean, it's okay. It's not really. We have enough resources. I've bought enough stuff. Okay, hang on. This is a trap, isn't it? Thank you, Random Encounter. For the first time, I'm thanking a Random Encounter for stopping me from running headlong into a trap. So... what else have we got that I could use here? I could use the landmine. I don't think it'll do too much damage to those guys, though. Or I could have Surf just try to eat this steak dinner. Okay. I forget that he has enough strength to really do that as well sometimes, so... Mabufu might kill one of them, but... yeah. Okay. Ha! Gotcha. And then, why don't you devour one, Argel? You haven't eaten in a while. Nice. Yeah, ingest mana just is really... it's really good. I gotta get that for, like, everybody. Okay, yeah. Now, if I would have, like, cut the corner there, I would have fallen, but, yeah. We're okay. I know what's waiting for me around the corner there now, so... we're all fine and good. Alright, so now we can go that way and go to the left. Ugh, excuse me. Apologies, there goes the grease that's roiling in my stomach. I got these opposites down to a science now, don't I? And the best part about it is that Heat can just, like, he uses a lot of his HP to deal damage to enemies. But with ingest mana, if he eats them, he can just heal it all back. He can just go, okay, I hit everything with a Vile Blade. I guess I'm a little low on HP. Let me just take it back. This is working. It's working nicely. Yeah, the encounters are... They could use a little spicing up, I guess. I think it's because we're on the same floor for so long that they're not really spicing anything up for us. So, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'm just looking to make sure I don't run headlong into a statue. Again. So, Mazan doesn't work so well on the Bicorns, but it works great on the Archangel. Mabufu works great on the Bicorns, but doesn't work well on the Archangel. But the Archangel's dead now, so I guess it doesn't particularly matter. And, let me see. Not quite enough. Now it'll be enough, because they're in range now, but... So, I'm going to have you do this, actually. And then you can eat, because you haven't eaten in a little bit either. And then, yeah, why don't you eat? And just like that, all his MP is back. Oh, this is a pretty good setup, I gotta tell you what. I didn't expect this to work as well as it is, but it's working well. Oh, good, another one of these rooms. Oh, this is the same... Okay, so this is basically like on the other side here. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. So can't go that way, and I can't go that way. I can grab this, though. Yeah, that's true, Conquer. At least it's not, like, really high-level random encounters that, like, totally wrecks me. Like, the closest thing we've gotten to that so far were those news that we found in that monster in a box. And I'm starting to get, like, a feeling of a trend happening here, where they'll do that, where they give you an encounter with an enemy that you'll encounter in, like, the next dungeon. Because in the last dungeon, in Manipura, in the Maribel base, we did encounter some Ikusas, or Ikusas, however you pronounce their name, over there, that... oh, I can use it right here. Okay. We encountered them, and they were, like, literally in this... They're in this dungeon, so, like, I'm starting to think that's going to be a trend or something. And you go next. Etrian Odyssey 1 postgame. Claret Hollows. Enough said. I don't know if it's Claret or Claret. I got nothing. I should tell Cole about Ingest Mana, though, because he hasn't... I think this is the last dungeon that he beat before he stopped playing this to start playing Skies of Arcadia. And, I mean, more power to him. I love Skies of Arcadia. It's great. But, I don't think he got Ingest Mana. As a result of him stopping and playing another game, I don't think he got Ingest Mana. Which means he doesn't know the raw power of being able to hit your enemies with a hit-all physical attack and then devour them and heal it all back. So, how do I get to that door? Because I can't go there. And I can't go there. Oh, no, wait. That was the door I came from to get that chest, right? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is going to let me unlock that door from the other side. But then where do I go? Didn't I? Oh, I got to get another key. That's what I'm looking for still. Maybe the key's in here. Okay. It's the post-game. Everything is painful or annoying or both. Well, that's just great. Holy arrow? Okay, well, it hit one of them. That's the important part. And it looks like they got about 120 HP because that reduces their HP by half, so... Oh, I actually got one to freeze. Nice. They're blood cells. You think the white ones that petrify giant turtles are basically immune to physical damage? Oh, good lord. It's Key's body all over again. Okay, let's get rid of the second one. Kind of wish I had health thrust, but that's okay. So you're in range of a Devour now. And, let's let Surf do it. That's the wrong move. There we go. Almost regretted that one. Yeah, I think Surf probably needs it more than Argila and Heat do, because he doesn't have Demon Beast yet, so he can't ingest mana at the moment. Trees that decide to do AoE poison inflicts over 600 damage a tick on Expert mode. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, I guess it's relative to how much HP you have in Etrian Odyssey. I don't know how much you have, but... yeah, that's still quite a lot. Uh-oh. What we got here? Watch out for that woman. She will repel you. Okay, then. There's probably a mini-boss on the other side of this door, isn't there? Better heal up a little bit real quick. Excuse me. I don't know what she means by she will repel you, but when there's a save terminal directly outside, it makes me, excuse me again, sorry. Lunch is attacking me again. Makes me a little concerned when it's just right out here like this, you know? Oh, it has HP values like SMT, so without HP buffs, if your game has them, you cap at 999 and only really as a tank. Okay, so that's a lot of damage for poison. You gotta heal that, like, right away. Good lord. Someone's on the other side of the door, but who could it be? Let's find out. Oh, hello. What, Janana? Well, that's not very nice. I mean, you thought that somebody who was wearing just a thong had good taste, so... Oh, it's a Valkyrie. Okay. So, what do they mean by repel you? Let's find out. Well, that worked okay. They're immune to this in Nocturne, yeah, so I see that remains true. Alright. That's fine. I could Patra, but I think I'm going to use a Panacea, because this worked okay for damage-wise. Yeah, let's use Panacea. And then... does this work? Yeah, it works. It looks like she resists it, though. Oh, Counter-Strike. Okay, well, I can't use physical attacks then, because, yeah, that'll happen. Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing with my turns, then. There we go. And just like that, we're back at it. Okay, she's almost gone at the moment. What else can I use? Landmine? Sure. Is she at the point where he can devour her? I don't know. Let's see. Not quite. Okay. blow. That's fine. Do I Terra in anticipation of killing her? I mean, I guess I don't care that much. It means everybody gets a little bit, you know. So. Get ambushed by one of those trees. Entire party got poisoned. Everyone instantly died before turn 1. You literally entered battle and died. Why? Yeah, that's something. I'll tell you what. Oh boy. Ooh, she left me a little treasure. Okay. I should probably dismute myself real quick. Starting to run out of dismutes though, so hopefully we find that vendor soon. Like I said, I think we're gonna find the vendor and that'll be it. We'll call it a day once that happens, eventually. Okay. Another Tarrasque here? No. But it did give me the left statue key. Perfect. And we can unlock this door now. And that'll take us back to the terminal, which can take us through there. Okay. Let's go do that then. I'm gonna unlock the door. I don't know if I'm gonna bother with, okay, Earth Drain. Makakaja. Okay, that's fine. Earth Drain now. Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you? Okay. What's the best way to handle this then? Get rid of the Ikusa? Probably. I'm gonna Mad Rush. I don't like using skills like Mad Rush in most SMT games because they hit random foes, and usually that doesn't work out for me, so yeah, I don't usually like using them, but I mean, it worked okay here. Rakakasha. Okay, they didn't Earth Drain this time, so I'm okay with that, and it won't get around to their turn because of the way their turn order was, so... I should have waited until... Oh, no, never mind. He's dead. Okay. So I should have waited until Surf's turn to Matera so I could Mazan, but... Well, that wouldn't have worked because it would have gotten repelled now, wouldn't it? So... Okay, not quite there. Maybe now? Yeah. Steak dinner. That took forever. I know. But we got everything we needed now, so that should help out. I'm just going to unlock this real quick. Yes, please. Okay, so now if we want to, we can leave. Now, what was in this room? I forget. Nothing. Okay. That's fine. It's not like Nocturne, where they don't announce the pitfalls with those red eye statues. In Nocturne, you just run into a pitfall and fall through the floor, that's all. So, that's fun. Teleport to the large terminal. Yes, please. Actually using the teleport options in these ones, which is kind of nice. It, like I said in the Let's Go playthrough, I typically don't use fast travel all that often, but in this game I'm actually okay with it because it means I can save on resources, I can go heal myself up, and in this particular dungeon's case, the large terminal is in a pretty convenient central location, so I'm actually pretty okay with it. The design here is good. Good job, Atlas. Okay, let's go put some keys in, and then we'll see what we can do. We're waxing Solar Noise, unfortunately. But I mean, I don't know where the vendor is here. There could, frankly, at this point, I'm starting to think there may be no vendor here, honestly. But we'll see. Stomachache? Yep. See, it lingered like that, and you can kind of tell when it's going to happen because it kind of lingers on the person that it's as they're eating, instead of just letting them free. Okay. That's fine. Get a little more for Demon Beast. Surf got a level up. That's nice. Everybody else is pretty close as well. Although Heat, I think, is still 18. So, what did we do last time? Did we do 3 magic last time? I feel like we did. So I'm gonna do this. Nice and even, except for luck. Ooh, I see more skills. We can set 8 skills now. Perfect. And Surf recovered MP. Awesome. Yeah, setting 8 skills will come in really handy for us, actually. So once we get to 20, that'll be very nice, because now I can actually set more of my this stuff, basically. I can set Hama, although I don't really need it all that badly, so. We can set Bufu. I'll put that up near the top. We got a whole bunch of voids now. Do I set Fire Boost? Or do I go get Miragi? I could set Health Thrust again. I mean, I sometimes use it, so. Let's see. Let's get Bufu up here. go. And then health thrust. Take and put to the top. There we go. And instead of Void Fire, I'd like to get something else, but I guess I could put Foul Breath in there. I don't think anybody in particular is weak to it, but Dream Haze. Induce Sleep. Nerve. One enemy. There might be something weak to Nerve in here. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but I guess I could try. I don't really use the Void skills in random battles is what I'm noticing, so yeah, it's probably worth it to just, you know, set other skills rather than those. I did that last time too. Oh boy. It's true though. I did. Alright, let's insert the key. Key may be turned in either direction. Oh great. Let's turn it left. So it's the right key, so let's turn it left so that it moves towards the center. See if that does anything to the eyes. That makes them green. Like, because I want to go to the center, right? Okay, it's blue. This game has a thing with green and blue, apparently. So now if I turn this one to the right, it'll let me go to the center, right? Maybe. Let's find out. Like, the idea is that you're turning the keys in the direction you want to go, right? So, okay. So, yeah, it is exactly like I said. Perfect. Yeah, that's the question. Where would he be? Heat's got a hunch. He's got an intuition. Oh, boy. Let's see if it gives me a message before going through here. No, it does not. Okay. I don't know what Heat's intuition is on about at the moment, but we'll figure it out. I'm sure. Once I figure out where the heck I'm going. There we go. This looks familiar, though, because we've been here before, or in something similar to this, anyway. Okay, so we're back down to the first floor. It looks like just a yellow wall right here. God damn it! Let's see. Nothing over there. What about over here? So we're down by the prison cells, though, at the moment. And it looks like we're going to go even deeper because there's kind of stairs ahead of me leading down. Looks like the area is starting to get symmetrical, though, so you know what that means. Haven't seen a save point in a little while either, so I'm getting a little concerned. I mean, when we see the save point, we'll know what's up, but speaking of which, hey, there's a large one. Okay, I'm going to use it. I don't know what else is through here, so I'm just going to use it real quick. Oh, I can restore. Let me restore first before we do anything else. I wonder... I'm trying to think, like, who could have been the rat that Heat's smelling, though. Like, I know he's not literally smelling a rat, but he's got a hunch that someone's gonna betray us. I think that's what he means by that. I mean, that's usually what you mean when you say, I smell a rat, you know? Hope it's not Bat, that bastard. Should have let Heat eat him. Ooh. I'll take this, thank you. A revival gem. Nice. That will help. It's been quiet here, though. It's a little too quiet. The encounter rate is gone. So now it's starting to get a little fishy, isn't it? Let's see. An elevator. It just looked like it with the lattices and everything. So that's how I knew. That is true, Conquer. It doesn't take much of a difference to change it from bat to rat, so... We're on the 12th floor now. Wow, this place is pretty big, isn't it? Seems to be mixed room. Yeah, let's enter mixed room. We just saved, so we'll see what we can do. Alright, Mick, where the hell are you? Not here, evidently. Uh-oh. We're being bamboozled. That is a lot of Akusas. Maybe got more blasts for me? I probably shouldn't have used them all, huh?
So, Embryon came, just like he said.
Just like who said?
Bat.
Oh, great.
He's probably devoured the Mirabelle's leader by now.
That... Okay, why would... Okay, I don't know if they'll go down that easy.
Devoured him when I had the chance.
Yeah, starting to have second thoughts about that, Heat. Considering what's going on right now.
Feeding time.
Well, that would explain the person that was looking at us when we, you know, were having some problems up ahead there. When we first encountered the statues, that is. I know that didn't really make a whole lot of sense. That's my bad. I need to fix what I'm saying so you understand what I'm saying. Alright, so first things first, Wilma Zan. And then you are frightened. This looks like a prime opportunity to get a whole bunch of AP, so let's hope I don't get a whole bunch of stomach aches while I'm at it. And, let's see. See, Surf just ate, so I'm not sure if it's worth it to have him... It might be more worth it just to have him heal himself real quick and then have Heat eat one of them, because they're probably in range. Yeah. So. And Heat's HP is okay. He's got a lot of it, so he'll be fine. Let's see. And that guy's in range too, so let's have Surf heal real quick. There we go. And then we'll have Arjula devour. She hasn't had a chance yet. Excuse me. No stomach ache, good. Reinforcements, bad. I mean, more AP, I guess, but reinforcements still bad. We frightened 2 of them, that'll help. Stomach ache? Yeah, I figured. After a certain amount of time, you see them pause there, and you just know it's gonna happen. Alright, let's do this. And I think we'll Mazan again. Although, I could just have Arjula do this, because she should get rid of this guy by doing that. There he goes. Very good. Ha! Gotcha. I'm just gonna Mazan. I might kill them, but, you know. Okay, I didn't quite kill them. Who hasn't eaten yet? This one. Heat hasn't eaten yet, so... Let's do this. And we'll let Heat devour... I mean, this round, rather, of enemies, after the reinforcements. Heat's eaten, just not twice. So... Oh, I guess the boss is here. Alright, cool. Let's see if he repels Zan like I expect. No, he does not. Okay, that's fine. Let's get rid of this guy real quick. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of AP out of this fight. I'll tell you what. I don't know. Would he be in range for Heat to KO him with Devour? Probably not at this point, huh? I'm gonna pass and then Mazan again. Let's just get rid of his reinforcements. Maybe force him to use, like, I don't know if he has an AI pattern where he summons reinforcements, but if he does, and I can force him to use it, that would be great. Dream Haze? Taking a long shot here. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, that did pretty good. Venom Fang. Ow! Death Spray. I'm gonna have to use a thing, right? Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm gonna have to use a revival thing now. That's okay. We haven't had to use one in a while, so I'm okay with that. Where are my revival items? Oh, there we go. Okay. We don't have enough turns to... Oh, I have a medical kit. Okay, cool. These are coming in pretty handy. I'll tell you what. Power charge. Alright, that's not good. I wish I had Tetrakarn at this point. That would probably work well for me. Do I have Earth Boost equipped? I think I have Force Boost equipped, so I guess I'll just use Mazan. And it did basically nothing. Alright, well. Shields Agi. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. You need to not take criticals when he's power charging, please. Alright, poisoned and that. Okay, this is going poorly, but I mean, what can we do, right? Revival Bleed. I'll take some poison damage, but that's okay. And, Nabufu. Okay. He's almost dead. Okay, why are we taking so many criticals all of a sudden? Oh. Okay, I didn't know you could do that. That was interesting. Heat survived the attack, but the problem is that I can't Medea because, well, you know, I don't... He's not transformed, so... what do I do? I guess I could just heal. What have I got? I don't have anything for Argila to heal with other than... I guess I could use a Brave Ration. Got him. I'll whack off a little more of my HP after that, but, you know. I don't want to play full defense this turn, though. I know I'm living on the edge here. So let's Surf. Live. Sorry, Heat. You lived on one. I was anticipating you not living at all, so... Okay. And then Terra again. Okay, we got him. Cool. Whew! That was a little close for comfort, wasn't it? But we will get a lot of AP out of that. Yeah, look at all that. Nice. And we got a revival gem for our efforts. That's pretty good. Yeah, he did. He saw that the mob enemies are too easy, so he critted me consistently. That's true. He definitely did. So, okay, Argila's level 20, so she can set 8 skills now. And Heat is 19, so he'll get there next level. And we'll be in good shape. Well, that was a trip and a half, now wasn't it? I see another door, though, I think.
How could he betray her?
Unstable emotions? Oh my god.
Following an incompetent leader tends to get you killed pretty damn fast.
Heat!
Well, I mean, if they messed up,
Run away like sissies.
Surf, we can't leave Janana. Let's rescue her.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I mean, we would lose out on all the rest of our allies if she died, and if Mick was the one that, you know, killed her, all of the Maribels would have to follow Mick then, now wouldn't they? So it's probably in our best interest to, well, A, use all these dispoisons that I've got sitting around now, and B, make sure Janana doesn't freaking bite it, basically. Okay, and just like that, we're back up to full. Perfect. Oh, okay. So I guess we're going back to the front gate then, aren't we? That's... Alright, listen, how could I possibly have planned for that? Come on, he cut me a little slack. Okay, anyway. So that's where we came from. So this is where we gotta go. Yeah, unless we kill her killer. If we kill her killer, then we keep the allies. So, you know, that would help. Are we waxing solar noise at the moment? I don't know if waxing and waning are the correct terms, honestly. Okay, we are waxing. Let's just hope that I find the vendor through this next door. You're not resistant to Mazan in this game, so let's just do that. And then we'll do this. Cool. And then we'll do this and hope for the best. Okay, I got 2 of them. That works. And Marin Karen didn't even work. Perfect. That actually got us a pretty decent chunk of AP, considering we weren't devouring. Like at all. Alright. And we're about to wane off of it again. Okay, well, guess I'm not selling my cells. Not that I can. I still haven't found a vendor. Again, I'm starting to think I don't think there even is one here. So, let's see. You know, a fight like this, I probably should have set Feed Frenzy, because that would have been really nice right about now. Okay, we got 2 frightened ones. So that means 2 people can eat, and it's going to have to be Argila and Heat, which is fine. We'll get the other one after. Aguilau, huh? Wow. You got some pretty interesting spell choices there, sir. Alright, are you in Devour range? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. That works. And we're all getting pretty close now, so... wait, hang on. How's my... Oh, okay. We're not too bad off, but I'll top myself off because Heat's got full MP. Might as well use it rather than lose it. Probably should have stopped at the last save point, shouldn't I? Then I wouldn't have had to deal with this bullshit again. Oh well. What can you do, right? It's okay. So we'll do that. I'll use a Panacea. Oops. There we go. And then we'll pass, and we'll let Argila do another Mazan. It's nice being able to actually hit these ladies with Mazan. Again, I'm pretty sure they repelled it in Nocturne, so it was not so good for us there. Okay. We didn't get charmed. That's the important part, so... Because we're definitely going to go over the 3-hour mark at this point. I think we're already there, frankly. Let's see. Yeah, we just passed it, so... Oh, good. More statues. At least their eyes are grayed out, so they aren't going to mess me up. Oh, well. I see another save point. Just going to fill that part of the map out. There we go. A vendor! I found it at last! Oh, man. And we're waning. Oh, this is going to suck. All right, well, anyway. So you know the drill. I just mentioned what I was going to do earlier. But here's a large terminal. So what I'm going to do is I am going to restore myself real quick. And then, which ones can I warp to? I can warp to the Citadel 1 or the Citadel 2. So I'm going to save real quick before I do this. And then I'm going to warp to the Citadel 2 and see if that's the one that's down by the elevator where it didn't look like there were any encounters for us. And I'm going to wander around a little bit and see if we get into encounters. If we do, then I'll just say forget it. I'll just call it a day. And I'll go, basically, I'm going to go to the vendor at max solar noise. And I'm going to sell all of my cells. If we can do it right now... down here, then that would be perfect, but if we can't, then whatever. Okay, there are encounters down here. Okay, well then, that means that it's going to be it in just about a minute once I take care of these offices and get back to the vendor there, or get back to the save point, so. Alright, everybody should be in range to be devoured now, which means we may all master the mantras that we have. I don't think Heat's going to master his, though. I think he was a little too far away for his in particular, but we'll get close. Yeah, I ain't even worried about that anymore, Opus. You don't have the kind of HP where Earth Drain is even going to help you. So you can cry out of happiness, man. It's okay. I'm so happy to see the vendor. It's okay. Let's see. Can't you just wait? Yeah, I mean, I could just wait. Yeah, that's true. Nice vendor. Yeah, for sure. That's helpful. I guess I could just wait and then we could do it next time when we start. I mean, that's not a problem, is it? Which one was the one I just teleported from? I think the third one. I mean, I guess I could just teleport to them if I go to the wrong one. No big deal. All right, let me see if this is the correct place to go. It is. So, what we're going to do next time, on the next episode of Digital Devil Saga, the Stream Edition, before we go through those doors, I have a lot of cells to sell, and we're almost done with the mantras that we have equipped. So we're going to finish most of these off. I probably won't finish off Fallen Hero before we are able to sell the cells, but we're going to finish the rest of them off. And then we'll see if we can rescue Janana from the clutches of Mick the Slug on the next episode of Digital Devil Saga, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on Friday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I forgot if I saved, so I'm going to do it again, and I will see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be on Friday. Until then, everybody, take care, and have a good one. Oh, my stomach. Gotta go fix that.